Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy One Gun here, and today I'm doing a special My Troll Joe Season 3. We're up to episode 13 in our keeping tabs of the Troll King himself. Joe steals software and tries to sell it in the Unreal Marketplace. Ha 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 ha. The Brinkman Unreal Theft. Y'all won't believe this one. So, Joe, it's what it is, everybody. And the thing about it is, yesterday I was challenged, right? Yesterday I sent this message to Joe, and I'm gonna let Joe read the message to you to let you know what I sent to him.
Peek's theft of their content exclusive. Go ahead and sell them, Joe. Lots of laughs. So you true to sell Brinkman's Pro Face to Unreal? And when they asked you how the thing worked, you ran? No, that's not what happened.
Yes, people, that's exactly what happened. Joe tried to sell something to Unreal behind Jasper Brinkman's back. And the thing about it is, Joe, 4 years prior, and this all happened in 2015, Joe tried to go to Unreal with Brinkman's Pro Face. Now, if anybody want to know what Brinkman is basically made... ProFace is a program made by Jasper Brinkman to use your Kinect to capture facial animations. So here's a quick here's like a quick demo of him actually using the Brinkman's motion capture. I think it's facial animation on this little chimp here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find him actually using it. He's doing all this. Okay, here we go. I think he's rigging it or something. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, so this is he's using this Pro Face body tool to record his face in real time while the monkey over here talks, and he's using the Kinect, right? It works sort of kind of like iPod would or Faceware would, but the thing about what Brinkman does here is that his stuff is relatively a lot more cheaper and a lot more compatible with Motion Builder. So Joe contacted Brinkman. Now this is the second version of the Brinkman's tool for the Xbox Kinect. Joe went to Brinkman when Brinkman just had the first version that's out with just only the regular Kinect, and struck up some deal where Joe would be a reseller, right? So this was 4 years prior to when Joe went to Unreal to try to sell this man shit. So what happened is 4 years prior to Joe going to Unreal, Joe was no longer a reseller, and Jasper Brinkman told me this himself, that yeah, Joe, before Joe, Joe was not a seller at the time he made this bid to get into the Unreal store. And I asked Mr. Brinkman, I said, Mr. Brinkman, did you know that Joe tried to go over to Unreal to sell your Pro Face and body? And Jasper Brinkman himself said, no, he didn't. And how do I know this? Well, I'll show you how I know this. Where is Jasper Brinkman? He's in. Let's see. Where is I? was just talking to the guy a few minutes ago. Here it is. Hold on. I think I gotta open up another window to make this come up. Okay, so here we go. So here it is, right here. And right here, I actually said to him, here it is. I asked him, hi, I was wondering if you knew that Joe Mcpeek from truebones was trying to sell your Pro Face product under truebones in the Unreal Marketplace. And here's the link to the video that Joe actually showed the correspondence between him and the Unreal people selling this stuff after the fact that Joe's no longer a reseller. And I'm going to get into more specifics of this. So he reads the submission off, and I tell him that he reads the submission off, but throughout his whole submission, he never mentions your name, nor he was the developer. But yet he submitted it to the Unreal as he was the sole owner and creator of the product. Did you know this? And this is where Joe just said himself that he's a reseller, and he was talking about he's a reseller now, but 4 years prior, in 2015, Joe no longer had the rights to resell or even solicit Brickleman stuff on Unreal. And this is back 2015 before they banned Joe. And this whole thing explains why Joe has been permanently banned from Unreal because of him doing shit like this. So Brickleman comes back and says, "Interesting. I did not know this. Thanks for mentioning it. He doesn't have any license to sell though. If anyone buys it from them, they end up with a non-working product. I'll see if I can find it in the Unreal store and notify them it is not his app and he is not a reseller." And then he said he was in the past, but no longer. "Thanks again and happy holidays to you." And then he says, "I haven't watched the YouTube clip yet, but at least it appears none of my apps appear in the Unreal store yet. We'll keep an eye out. Thanks." And I said, "Great." But the clip shows he was trying to sell it through Unreal as a truebones product. That works well with your Pro Body product. Now, this is the image I sent him. As you can see, this is truebones. There's his address. But let's go over here and actually find. Now, this is Joe's video. All right, this is Joe's video off his 3D Hypocrites called WTF This Means For, and it says right here. No. This is something different. This is when he got banned. Let's go a little bit further up. And I got another video where I could talk about this in depth, but let me show you what Joe tried to do. Now, this is 4 years after Joe was no longer a reseller of the Brickleman. This is back in 2015. And here's Joe. Here's Joe. His Epic account. Now, this is off his video, so Joe can't be like, "Oh no, he's showing my stuff. He's showing my information." Well, this is a video on Joe's channel, and we're not going to show the video. We're just going to just show an image from his video, which is totally legal. All right, under fair use. So here's Joe, 2015, 4 years after the fact. He is no longer supposed to be selling this. He sends them this submission form, and it says Joe Mcpeek, peak levels, 69 Oxbow Lake Road, 248. That's his phone number. Proface version. Now, this is Joe's shit. Proface version 2 for Connect 2. So Joe has a copy of the Proface version 2 for Connect. So Joe most likely went out and bought a copy with a serial number, and Joe was planning on taking these serial numbers and repurposing them. But Jasper Brickleman makes his own copyright protection shit, which makes it impossible. So it's probably one of the other reasons why Joe wasn't able to steal his shit like he did with iPod and Akinema. But it's basically Joe describes his product: experience the power of multi-person face tracking, 1 to 6 people on a track, head position, rotation, track 20 different face shapes, blah blah blah. Works in real time, no offline processing required, no calibration required, just blah blah. So Joe's selling this. This URL. This URL is to Joe's. It's to Joe's probably his Truebone site, and this is probably to Joe's Truebone site too. Now, I know Joe's Truebone site, his old one, he had like the Brickle stuff set up on there so people can come to him and try to buy it through him. So what happened? Why come this didn't go through? Well, we'll get to why it didn't go through right about here when he gets the email from Stephanie Loins. It says, "Thank you for submitting. We will review your submission and get back to you within one." Oh my gosh! Somebody always got to fucking talk to me. Who? Hold up. says somebody says, who is Joe, the truebones guy? Truebones subscribed to me after I watched your video about him selling Pixar stuff and Disney stuff. Yeah, well, think about this. Anytime someone talks to me about Joe chases after them and tries to harass the hell out of them. So if he tries to contact you, my thing is to just ignore him. But Joe doesn't like me when I talk about the truth about his questionable business practice, which is basically theft and piracy. So Timothy, just ignore him. If he subscribes to you, that's fine. But just remember, if he tries to contact you, or you know it's Joe when he talks about me and when he says something most likely erroneous about me. So just remember this, Timothy. Just block him. If he subscribed to you, find what name he just subscribed to you under and just block him. And just keep away from him, because he's probably going to come after you. Now, I don't know you, Timothy. Only way I know you is through the talks that we have when I'm streaming. You're just another person that I know, and that's a good thing. You like my stuff, I like your stuff, and that's about as much as I know. Joe probably think that me and you have some we grew up together, some shit. Joe has fantasies about everybody that I talk to, and so I just want to let you know, if he tries to contact you, just try not to, because if you do try to talk to him in any way, shape, or form, he will come after you. He will attack you. He will do everything he possibly can to make you to just make you just not come around, look at my videos or whatever anymore. So let me get back to this. Thank you for submitting. We will review your submission and get back you within 1 or 2 weeks. If you have not heard back from us after 2 weeks, please feel free to contact us, message eBoy directly at Marketplace. So the Marketplace contacted Joe, all right, but the person that got back with Joe was this guy, John Jones. Now, John Jones had asked Joe a couple of questions about his so-called development of this ProFace Brickle thing, all right. So he says, hello, Joe. We've reviewed your submission and think that this is really interesting. We are wondering if you could share some more details on how it works. Is this a C++ plugin? We currently do not support code plugins on the marketplace, but it is something we are currently developing. I also have been keeping tabs on everyone interested in publishing code plugins, so I can keep them in the loop and find out how they're being developed. Let me know, because this is a really interesting submission. We'll like to know more about this thing. So they asking Joe, how does this work? Send us more detail, about your plugin, what it is, what it does. How you doing, Wilson? So they're asking Joe, like, okay, Joe, give us more intel. I mean, since you're a developer and you made this Brickle thing, give us more information about it. What Joe does next is exactly what I said in this right here. I mean, right here is when I said, so you did try, said true. So you did try to sell Brickman's ProFace to Unreal. And when they asked you how the thing worked, you ran. And this is basically what happened. So this is them asking them. Now I'm thinking they're suspicious of Joe at this point. They gotta be. They got to be suspicious about this technology that Joe made. Joe doesn't even tell them how it works. Joe just says that it does what it does, but Joe doesn't tell them how it works or how it was made or how it was developed. So this is them asking, and this is good. This marketing guy is doing his job to make sure that no con men like Joe get into the marketplace and start selling bogus bullshit. So here we go. Let's see. So let's keep dates. This is on March the 20th, all right, when they sent Joe this letter about the Brickleman's product that Joe stole and was trying to sell under Brickleman's nose. After the fact, Joe was no longer a seller of Brickleman's content. And John Jones comes to him again on the 27th. So this is like, what, 6-7 days almost? And then they come back and say, hey, Joe, we are waiting to hear from you before we can proceed with your marketplace submission. Please follow the instructions in the previous email to proceed. If we haven't heard from you by April 3rd, we will close your submission. If this happens, simply resubmit at excuse me, I've still got a code. At www.unrealengine.com marketplace submission. So this is the second letter they send to Joe to ask Joe how the fuck this bullshit works. We want to know how you develop it. We want to know more information before we can even think about putting this stuff in our marketplace. What Joe does is exactly what Joe's always do. He tries to find distraction or a reason why he can't explain what the fuck he stole and why. So here we go with Joe's response. Joe comes back and says, hi Joe. This is Peak Levels, Joseph Earl Mcpeek. I've decided not to develop with Unreal. Your community forum is much too immature to deal with, mods and members alike. I've had to remove the free Animal Street thread because of serious forum harassment regards. Now, at this time, Joe, Animal Street went free. And Joe had all his motions on there, and Joe pulled all his motions off of there. Now, people that went on that website and paid, like me, went on there. I didn't know those motions over there in Animal Street were truebones. All I know is I went over there and bought some animations, and the animations I bought were truebones. When I went back to get the animations, Joe took all the shit off. Didn't send no emails, no nothing. Yeah, he doesn't know C++. He don't even know Python. And what the troll did is he removed all the stuff, ran away with people's money, kept the money, didn't give nobody no refunds off of the shit that they bought off of Animal Street. All the shit was gone. So that's why Joe came in here. This is after Joe left because he couldn't make money off of Animal Street anymore. He left. He didn't get hacked. He didn't do this. And the people at Animal Street warned Joe. Now, the people at Animal Street didn't warn us, but they did warn Joe to let people know that he's about that this whole site about to go free, and Joe is about to leave with his stolen content. They told Joe this. I didn't know this until I contacted them. And I asked them, what happened to my shit? And they told me, this guy named truebones took your shit and ran with it. He took your money, took everything, ran with it. So this is after the fact. Joe didn't take that post down. Joe had stolen people's money off of Animal Street, ran with their money, and then took this post down, then came up with this bullshit ass lie. And at the same time this had happened, Joe was kicked off of the Unreal forum. Joe was trying to go through Joe and tell him some sorry sob story of him being harassed on the forum board because they found out that he was a crook and a thief. And then Joe went after the person that called him a crook and a thief and started harassing the guy, abusing everybody. Went to the moderator, started yelling at the moderator, saying, hey, get rid of this guy. This guy's interfering with my business, but Joe doesn't have a business. Joe's business ran out of his mom's house called Heart to Heart Counseling. Look it up. Go to Michigan Yellow Pages. Look up Heart to Heart Counseling. You will see the same 69 Oxbow address that Joe List been listing for years for truebones motions. It wasn't until after the fact that I had the FBI and the Missouri State Attorney General Office and a couple of other the FTC and other people start looking at the address where Joe's running his business out of, when Joe decided to take that address off of his website. So Joe lies to this man, the management director, and he comes up. Now, every email that's come to Joe has been about business. All right, the business of Joe getting the ProFace Brickle thing into the Unreal market. This right here, this garbage right here, this garbage is Joe misdirecting the fact that they wanted some answers from Joe about how the shit was developed. So Joe thought he would segue and say, I'm not going to come there because of this. So Joe found an excuse as of why he didn't want to come to Unreal. And it gets even stupider than this, people. So Joe Jones, doing his job as a representative of Unreal, found this puzzling. Alright, this dude's confused. And he's like, I'm very sorry to hear that. That's definitely not the type of experience we want anyone to have on our forums or marketplace. Could you give me more details on what happened so I can look into this personally? Now, the guy seems concerned and confused about what happened and Joe's reason for not wanting to have his technology go over to Unreal, right? Joe lies to them from the get-go about a submission, making them think that this was his shit. And on top of that, Joe no longer had the rights to even resell it, even submit this shit for resale in Unreal at the Unreal store by Jasper Brinkman himself. But Joseph Earl Mcpeek They're trying to figure out why, and it's basically like this: you work at a company that makes millions. I don't know how much this Unreal makes. They probably somewhere close to like $500 million a year. I don't know, but they're trying to be professional, and this is the way a professional looks when there's something troubling at their company. If something's troubling at their company, this is the way that anybody react to get to the bottom of it. So this guy's taking Joe at his word for now. So Joe comes back and he says, John, really too much to type. I can speak directly at my phone number below or my Skype, Joe Mcpeek. Now this is a tactic that Joe always does when people don't know him. Joe would say, could you give me a call so we can talk to you person to person, so Joe can further his lie, his manipulation even further. And the whole thing about it is, Joe should have just came out and say, well, this is what happened to me in the forum board, and here's the link. Joe didn't do that. Joe tries to get around this so this guy can call him and Joe can start spitting off and mouthing off his conspiracy theories. I know this because I've talked to Joe on the phone before. I've listened to this man talk like a crazy buffoon, crazy man. This dude's crazy, you know. And the dude, every other word is me, lie, me, lie. What somebody else is doing to me, lie. That's what he sounds like. That's exactly what he sounds like. He never gets to the point. So this is the 30th. You know, this shit started on the 20th of 2015. Joe still has not given these people any information about the product he wants to bring to marketplace. So Joe's still segueing to get his way back into the forum board through this guy by lying to this man. And by lying to this man, he just lying. Now Joe has been banned already. He's been banned. So now, yes, you got that right. Scam artist over here. So now we go to John says, no, John Jones is up here trying to run the marketplace. He's working this company. He's getting paid probably a nice little salary. He's still there working. And he says, I'm not available for a phone call today, but I could make time tomorrow afternoon after 3 p.m. Eastern time if you're available. What time zone are you in? And John says, okay, I'll call you, but it has to be this time when I'm busy dealing with real people who own real businesses, who are real developers, and not some Yaku living in his mom's converted garage harassing people with a hockey mask. So he's trying to make it easy for Joe, but Joe wants it his way, like Burger King, you know. Let's see. Here we go. Let's go a little bit further. So Joe comes back on March 30th. Now, all this shit happens on March 30th. I don't know what time. It says 14:59. So I guess this is like afternoon. I guess it's 1300 hours. 1300 hours is what I think 1300 hours is like 3 o'clock, or I'm not sure. You got to take this number and subtract it from 12, something like that. I don't know. So he goes, this is Joe saying, hi John, I'm available anytime. It seems your forum mods are out of control as well. They are issuing me infractions for insulting members, but it's really the moderators who feel threatened. I hope we can straighten this out. As of now, I have already uninstalled Unreal because of the unreal behavior at your forum. Just for Earl Mcpeek. So Joe's back here lying again. And once again, it's 30th. Now we've been doing this since the 20th. So it's the 30th. And Joe still hasn't sent them any information about how this Brinkleman Pro Face and Body thing works. Still hasn't. Joe's trying to get himself back into the forum board, but doing what he always does, which is lie, mislead, and foggy up shit. And then Joe tries to make this guy feel bad because he decided he was going to uninstall Unreal and be done with it. So if you uninstall Unreal and be done with it, why the fuck are you still sending this man email saying, basically, I mean, after the email you sent him saying that you don't want to develop, and that should be in the story. But Joe keeps playing with this guy, this grown man, bouncing, ping-ponging back and forth with his indecisiveness of saying how much he hates the Unreal forum board, how much this. Well, then keep the fuck away from it. Leave. But Joe wants to play around with this man doing his job. And this all blows up in Joe's face as we go on. And another thing about this, if Joe had permission, now this all makes sense. If Joe had permission for Mr. Brinkleman to sell his product in Unreal, why didn't Joe go to Jasper Brinkleman and contact this dude named John to tell him how this thing worked? It's been 10 days. Joe's been playing around with this man through email, lying to this man about something he wants to bring to their content store that he doesn't own. And then he comes back, instead of telling the man how it works, or getting Jasper Brinkleman to come in and actually conduct business. Like this man is about business, marketing. This guy is not a film board regulator, and Joe will find that out soon. What this man does to Joe at the end. Hold on, I think somebody was trying to email. I think somebody just tried to email me. Send me a message. Papa John. No, it's nothing. Okay, so here it is. So after Joe gives him this bullshit, this earful of bogus earwax, he goes. John goes, can you give me a link to an example of this? I can read through it before we speak. I like to have as much information as possible. So John is like kind of concerned that the folks over there on the Unreal mod board or whatever is the mods and some people are just probably harassing this guy, and that's not good for business because when you're at Unreal, they've considered if you're a developer at Unreal, you should conduct yourself in a professional manner. There's no reason to sit back and harass and stalk somebody on their forum board or persist in yelling, screaming, and commanding the moderators, even cursing them out and threatening them to do your bidding. That's something that they don't like because that's not business practice. You don't force nobody to do something if they don't want to do it. You don't force nobody to shut up when they're telling the truth about you. So this guy's concerned. So finally, this guy is I guess he's realizing this point that he needs to find out the truth about this buffoon and the lies that Joe been spitting. Now Joe's been lying to this guy. No telling how long Joe would have done this. And Joe probably would have kept on doing this to this guy. Feels so sorry for him that he let him back into the forum board. But that's not the thing. This guy, before this guy takes any action against anybody for doing anything, he wants to know the truth. And that's the same thing with Bart. That's the same thing with Real Illusion. That's the same thing with every place this fool has been. Joe thinks people don't talk to one another. So Joe figured he could lie to somebody and then lie to the other person, even though the same two people standing next to each other. Joe thinks he can manipulate people. And Joe sometimes can. Joe manipulates you based on your ignorance. If you don't know something, Joe will use it against you to get what he wants out of you. That's how he works. True manipulator. So then, let's see. Joe goes, unfortunately, no, I don't have time. Now Joe doesn't have time. Now Joe has all the time in the world to wait for a phone call, but Joe don't have the time to go back to the forum board and send the man a link to the issues that he had on the forum board. And on the forum board, Joe got busted for selling shit that he stole. Period. They confronted him. This is all after you, and somebody actually brought the Unity caper that Joe went to Unity, stole shit from CMU, Mixamo, Real Illusion, and a whole bunch of other companies, and then came into Unity and tried to sell it off as a 10,000 pack, saying he's an actual company, and Joe wasn't even registered as a company. Joe went through the forum board and not the marketplace, and Unity knew about Joe. They knew about Joe being a pirate and told Joe, because of your shady business practice, we are not going to let you in our marketplace. So Joe said, well, can I go through your forum board? They said, go ahead, go at it. I hold Unity responsible for the shystiness and the theft he did over there at Unity when he went in there and sold people that stolen shit to game. He sold stolen content out of games to game developers. That's how big of a crook he is. And then when people found out, Joe never gave one person back. I think he gave one person back a refund, but the refund didn't come from Joe. It came from PayPal. And it was a partial refund. The guy's a crook. So Joe goes, unfortunately, no, I don't have time, but maybe you can access it through the moderators who really trying to ban me now. Now they say I have received an infraction and for insulting a member. And it's true. Joe not only insulted this person, he fucking stalked him. He ran after this person. If you're supposed to be a business person, what somebody said about you shouldn't faze you, because you should be able to stand behind your products. Joe can't stand behind his products because Joe has a constant lie about the origin of his products. And we're here on the 30th again, same day, and Joe hasn't explained how the Brinkle Proface thing works, how it was developed, and will it work with the Unreal Engine. Joe still hasn't even contacted Brinkleman to let Brinkleman know that these people are interested in his product. Because you know why? Joe's going to try to slither in here into the marketplace, try to sell this shit, and Brinkleman wouldn't have known. Because Brinkleman is a busy guy. He works for like movies and game development. I mean, this guy does a lot of shit. He's a very, very, very highly educated guy, and he wants to he makes shit, and he wants to concentrate on other shit. You know, Joe, knowing this and knowing this guy lives in another country, tries to take upon himself like, hey, he lives in another country. What he gonna do to me? You know. But one other thing I did to Jasper Brinkleman is actually give him Joe's address. So I told him an address where he's located. I even gave him pictures of the house he lives in. So just in case Joe decides to steal something from this man knows where to send the lawyers and the police to. So, so what happened after this? Let's see. Right here. So it's still the 30th. So this shit's been going on for a whole fucking day, for a couple hours. And John had actually went back to the moderators to talk to them about Joe. When he did that, that was the end of truebones on Unreal. This starts the permanent banning. This starts a whole bunch of other shit. Joe can no longer sell anything in the Unreal marketplace. He can't sell nothing in the Unity marketplace. He can't sell nothing in the Real Illusion marketplace. He can't sell nothing nowhere but on Gumroad. That's the only place he has now. And that, hopefully, we get taken away from him in the future. But this is what John did after he thoroughly investigated the bullshit, lies, and everything that Joe gave to him. Especially for the fact that Joe still hasn't told him how the fuck this thing works. If you didn't want to put the shit in their store because of the issues you had in the forum board, you should have told this man 2 or 3 emails ago, like, nah, I decided I'm going to go somewhere else because the environment here is not to my liking, and that should have been it. He went his way, and you go your way. But Joe tried to play with this man and tried to manipulate him to get some moderators fired so Joe can come back to the Unreal forum. See, that's what you call a manipulator piece of shit. I mean, that's a shit move, Joe. But here we go. This is what John Joe said. It says, "Hello, Joe. I talked with the moderation team, and they spent the last hour going through your threads and all the communication your moderators have had with you. The work you submitted is definitely interesting, and it's clear that you put a lot of time into it." And I guess when Brinkman read that, he was like, what? He got angry. And I showed him this, and this is the thing that made him angry. The work you submitted is definitely interesting, and it's clear that you put a lot of time into it. And the thing about it is, Joe still, to this point, has not even told them how this shit's supposed to work. Still hasn't done it. Can't even tell me if it's a plug-in, it's C++ or whatever. Still hasn't done it. Let's go on. But that so that's about the only compliment he gives to Joe throughout this whole thing. And this guy, I mean, at this point, this guy doesn't even really give a fuck about Joe. He's got like hundreds, thousands of developers to deal with, and this bullshit ain't worth their time. And let me tell you, when you piss somebody off at Epic Games, Unreal, this is what they do to you to make sure that your life as a developer will be pretty bad. But that's only half the equation. The way sellers conduct themselves in public is the most important way that they can advertise and what they're selling and develop interest in their product. It gives them an idea of how they will support if they purchase the product. So one's reputation is extremely important. As it stands, you don't have anything for sale on the marketplace yet, but you're already known. Here it is, Joe. But you're already known for your anger and abusive behavior towards community members, moderators, and potential customers on the marketplace forum. My role as content creator. So, Joe, you lied and tried to manipulate the wrong person here, Joe, and you got fucked. Because at this point, before I read the next couple of words, you were on your way to actually getting over on Mr. Brinkleman and getting into their store. Only thing you had to do was just lie to Mr. Brinkleman and say how this thing works and brought the information back, but you couldn't do it, Joe. You were so obsessed with getting back into that forum board, you were willing to try to manipulate this man, but he wasn't going to go for it. Because you thought he wasn't going to, because you thought that he wasn't going to go back and talk to the moderators. Hence you saying, oh, no, unfortunately, I don't have time. But you had time the other day. You had time. And you just told the man, he can contact you at any time. And all of a sudden, when he asks you to send the link to the issue you were having, oh, I don't have it. I don't. Oh, no, I can't do it. No, unfortunately, talk to them. And that's where you fucked yourself. You fucked yourself, Joe. I think you knew you fucked yourself when he's asking for a link to investigate this. And that's what he did. He investigated this shit. Because he sat down with hours reading over the garbage, bullshit, harassment that you've done on that forum board for the past couple of years. It was time for you to go, bitch. That's all this guy about to say, but want to keep everything relevant based on that. I think, let's see, as it stands, you don't have anything except you already know for your angry and abusive behavior toward community members, moderators, potential customers on the marketplace forum. My role as content curator is to maintain a high quality, safe place for both content creators and game developers to make great content that people want to buy, and to keep everything useful, relevant, and professional. Based on that criteria, I don't think you're a good fit for the marketplace as a seller based on the way you've been conducting yourself on the forums towards potential customers. As a result, the marketplace team will not be accepting your submissions now, or the marketplace team will not be accepting your business now or in the future. I hope you can understand why I'm making this decision, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. So, they smelt your bullshit, Joe. This guy went back and you talked and tried to manipulate the wrong person, Joe. And now this man looked at you, looked at who you are, and probably went back even farther back to 2013 when you stole all that shit and was reselling stolen shit. And then he's like, so why come he's not over in Unity? Oh, this is why he's not in Unity, because he's a pirate. He's a flamboyant pirate. He makes infomercials on shit that he's stolen out of games, and he wants to sell them to people who make games. So they call into your bullshit and just basically just say, you know what, not only are we not interested in your stuff, in your submission, we think that we should just ban you, blackball you, and you will never be able to sell anything in Unreal. So Joe banned himself by trying to be a manipulative piece of shit. And then makes a video, WTF, this means war. Well, Joe, you lost it. You lost the war, Joe. This is not a war if you lost it. The war is over. You're going to declare a war after the war ended. Were you sleeping? What a moron. What a fucking moron. So here's Joe again. Here's Joe again. So Joe made this little video. He made it unlisted. You're not gonna find it. I had to go back and search for this video through my history of my history. I'm not gonna bother downloading it. Joe can remove it all he wants to, but basically, Joe should learn not to answer shit when I type it in here, because I only type the shit in here to get him to say something after I investigate it. Before I type this up in here and let Joe read this, I make sure I got my response from Mr. Brinkleman himself. So I got a response from Mr. Brinkleman, and after that, I contacted Wilson F. over at the truebones Truth blog. And they did a whole story over it. So you can actually read the story over here. But this is just me telling you exactly how this story came to be. After I talked to Wilson, he went back and he typed up all this stuff. And also I came here and found some other stuff that I'm going to talk to you about anyway. But the whole thing about it is, he sat back here and did a hour and a half rant about him not being a thief, when he went over to Unreal with somebody else's software 4 years after fact that he was not allowed to even resell it, and tried to take the copy he had and resell it, and put it on the marketplace. Crook, charlatan, thief. And then try to pull the wool over these people's eyes by saying, I don't want to bring it to your marketplace anymore because I have been done. No, you wasn't fucking done wrong. You were on their forum board thinking that you ran the place, and your ass got kicked off by the forum police. They busted your ass, got you off, then you tried to lie to the fucking head of marketing. This dude's the head of fucking marketplace, and you tried to lie to him. This guy has clout. You lied to the wrong person, Joe. Lied. And I think they probably looked up Pro Rico Face to find out who was the rightful owner. And when he found out that you were lying to them about your submission, about you making this shit, they said, no, we don't need this guy here. I also checked him out on Unity. The dude's a thief. And I do believe when he went back and read all the shit that the moderator said, went through all the posts and everything with the moderators, I bet they probably pointed that out, and he probably looked at it. If you're a crook, Joe, don't pretend that you're not one. Your past behavior predicts your future behavior. This is back in 2015 that you were banned from Unreal. This is 2015. It's now fucking 2018, Joe. 3 years later. And let's see what you've been up to. This is a constant contact from Joe. Joe sends these constant contacts out when he tries to sell shit that he doesn't own. And then Joe sends out this ad. It's from Stay Connected with Truebones, social network update daily, fresh new content. It says, new free Dead by Daylight. Yeah, the game, Dead by Daylight. Characters, animation. Howdy, folks. Great news. New free Dead by Daylight characters and animation in FBX and icon formats. Note includes bonus packs of weapons and masks. Don't forget to share and like with your friends. Use code TrueBones for free to get this 100% free. See, what it is that I got like 6 or 7 different accounts, which are all registered to TrueBones. So when he sends out one of these mailers, all right, when Joe sends out one of these mailers, and they're all under different IPs, by the way. And when Joe sends out one of these mailers, I forward the mailers over to the people whose shit he's stealing. So every time Joe sends out one of these, I get them and I give them to Wilson. And this is what Wilson did with it. Wilson contacted Digital Resolver, and this is the reply that they got. That's the reply that they had. It's called, hello. Thank you very much for contacting us. I have escalated the issue with the team for further investigation. We appreciate your point cooperation in protecting our intellectual property. So Joe, did you have permission? No. You never had permission. Everything you got in your gumroad store is stolen garbage. All stolen. If you want to be a crook, but don't act like you ain't one. Don't act like you have a business. I have never heard of a business where, unless you're running illegally, that you survive by being a crook. And then you get up here and you moan and you cry about how people or how I keep on reporting you in because you stole something. Joe, if you stole something, I'm going to report you in. Then you try to compare yourself to the Roundtable Studios and say, look, they're downloading models. Yeah, let them download models. Are they taking the models and selling them, Joe? Are they taking the models and putting their brand on it, Joe? Are they taking the models and if somebody else is using the same model, putting copyright strike and takedown notices on their content on YouTube? If they're doing all that, Joe, well then maybe I have to look into them. But they're not. You're the only one who steals other people's shit, tries to sell it, and if somebody else got it from someplace else, you go after their content and then you try to take it down. That is what led to your channel getting deleted the first time around. Because this is what happened to Joe's channel. After I reported his channel in, and he got a strike right there. Joe then did a video, which I sent to Epic, of him going over to Epic's YouTube channel and putting a fake copyright claim on the video. After that, Joe stole the Epic Fortnite moves, and I made a video about it and sent that to Epic. Those two, one was an erroneous false takedown notice. The other one was the theft of Epic shit. Epic went to YouTube, talked to YouTube about this, and they took Joe's fucking bullshit channel down. Did I have something to do with it? Yes. I had something to do with the first two strikes. Well, actually, I was the one who made the video, which Epic looked into, and then they went back and but I still had something to do with it. So I took Joe's channel down. I don't care too much about Joe's new garbagey channel. I don't care too much about it because nobody's watching it. Nobody cares. I see Joe's not making the flamboyant videos like he was doing. In every video, I always check for a couple of things. I always check if Joe got a video up, I check for a link. I check for a link where I can download the shit. After I check the link where I can download the shit, I find out who's the owner of the content, and then I report Joe in. Both me and a couple other people report Joe in. And I'm gonna do this for as long as I possibly live, because nobody's gonna get up here and bully people because he wants to be a fucking clown pirate king. If he wants to be a clown pirate king, let him do it. But leave people YouTube channels alone, leave people personal lives alone, and do it in your own little world. When you come outside your world, Joe, and start harassing and hurting people, then that's when I have to get involved. When you was going after everybody else, you went after people I didn't know, but I figured that, if Joe's saying that this guy is taking his shit, and I found out the guy got the shit from Mixamo, I told him contact Mixamo and tell Mixamo that he's going to put a lawsuit against Mixamo for selling him content that Joseph Earl Mcpeek owns. After that happened, Joe got in trouble. See, the thing about it is, I tell people, I counsel people like this when they contact me. I was like, "Oh, Joe took down your video. Well, what you do is like, where you get the stuff from? You got it from them? Okay, well, you write them a letter. You get a lawyer, and you get a lawyer to write them a letter, and you sue them. No questions asked. And then after that, they'll most likely that company's going to get in contact with YouTube and probably get in contact with Joe. Don't go after Joe directly. All this time, after Joe attacked my channel at the beginning of this year and started taking down channels and started copyrighting my shit and my videos, I decided going like directly at Joe ain't the way to go. You know, I have to go to what gives Joe his energy, his power. I have to go to where he's stealing his shit. I have to go after what he does. That's the only way you can get him to stop or control his behavior. So far, I think I've done a pretty good job. I've basically controlled his behavior to the point to where he's almost harmless. But Joe's still out there, and he's gonna keep on acting like a buffoon. But my whole thing is that 2019 is going right around the corner, and hopefully I won't have no more troubles like I was having with him before. I got to a point that I was tired of taking down my channel. I was tired taking my videos down. I was tired of doing this shit because when he gets pissed, he decides that he's gonna go and try to put false claims on my videos, do all type of shit. But now I'm lawyered up. My lawyer is ready. I have 2 lawyers. One lawyer is on consignment. The other one I have to pay. But that's okay. That's alright. Because my shit's gonna be protected no matter what. And if Joe comes after my shit, and I know Joe's just itching to do something. I know he's gonna come after my channel. He's gonna try to pull some trick. I know he's gonna do it. But still, after everything I showed you about how he tried to steal Brinkleman's shit, and I even read you the conversation that Brinkleman didn't even know Joe was still selling his shit after he told Joe to stop. He didn't know. So everybody, that's it for me. I did my 1 hour. Hope you all enjoyed the video and the information I laid down. But let it be told that don't listen to a word this man says. He's a habitual liar, and he's down to 839 subs. That's how many subs he has now. I remember he had like 1,500, and now the whole 1,500 is now dwindled down to 839. Meanwhile, if you go to my channel, I went from 3,000 to 3,200, from 3,000 subscribers to 3,200 subscribers. And if you go to my about page, you will see that I have went from 56,000 views to 159,000 views in less than like a little over 3 months to build my channel back up. You are welcome, Ms. Wilson F. You're welcome. So, this... What's up, Chuck? Chuck, was you listening to me? Yeah, he's sub-buying, you know. Yeah, he's sub-buying. And, you know, after I'll tell you exactly what I did. I basically went and overhauled my channel. I did new artwork for it. I had re-upped a bunch of videos that I took down because I had the videos I took down all my old videos. Those were gone. All my tutorials, all my animations, all that shit was gone, and I started making new content. Once my new content got up to around like 47,000 views, I started re-upping all my old stuff and bringing it back online. Before I took down all the content off this channel, I had like a 250,000 views. And what Joe did to my channel was first Joe had me lose my monetization at the beginning of this year, back in January, February, because Joe kept on coming after my channel, putting false claims on my channel, and a whole bunch of other shit happened to my channel. So I had to basically shut my channel down too. I had to get Joe under control. And that's when I started calling companies and just stop posting shit. When it came to a time where Joe's channel was actually gone and Joe lost his partnership, and the partnership thing with Joe is the main thing, how Joe was getting over on taking people's content down. Because if you're not a YouTube partner, they're not going to listen to anything you say. Alright, put it that way. You have no way to contact them to tell them this guy's doing this. It wasn't until I got Epic involved and Autodesk and a whole bunch of other companies involved in what Joe was doing, which led to the downfall of Joe's channel. So this is my channel, and I'm studying. I'm constantly working on my channel to to get more content up, doing more other different stuff. I've been putting up new playlists of everything I've made. My videos have grown to over 460 videos. I do gaming now on here. I do my TV show, My Troll Joe. I do a lot of stuff on Archive Infinity. I give people updates. I do modeling. I do anime stuff. I do a lot of different stuff on my channel now. It's not just totally Real Illusion, but it's more of an artistic channel of where I want it to be. So I just had to get away from the bullshit. So when I want to talk about Joe, I make these episodes. And you'll know it's about Joe. You can watch it if you want to. It will always have this little logo here. And it'll have My Troll Joe Season 3, Episode 13, or whatever season I'm at, or whatever episode I'm at. So if you all know, if you come to my channel, you don't want shit about Joe, and you just want to watch shit about artwork, that's these are my premiere videos. You want to watch like my projects. You want to know about me playing games, other stuff I'm working on, movies I've made, tutorials, anything, tutorials, a whole bunch of other stuff. I have playlists for that you can come and actually look at and enjoy without having to be bothered with My Troll Joe episodes. So this is just the way I've redone my channel. Meanwhile, Joe's going to sit back and probably do a live stream saying how much he hates me and why I pick on him. I'm not picking on you, Joe. I'm just trying to make it so you can stop picking on other people. So this is One Gun. I'm signing out. Glad you all came and watched my video. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for what's the next thing I got coming up. The next thing I got coming back up is probably continuation to this video right here. Oh my gosh. This is the video I made where I was making a fight scene. So come back. This probably won't be ready for like a couple days or whatever, but I will be back working on Archive Infinity, doing more stuff, updates on that. You can come check out the playlist. You can check out the playlist. I got 2 playlists, I think. A couple of playlists. I got this one, and I got this one. This one's for the contest that I won that Joe still hasn't hit. Reality hasn't hit him yet. That says I won. But yeah, I won the contest, and here's the working process of the newer stuff that I'm doing for Archive. So everybody, that's it for me. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. He's losing subs because he's buying subs. Yes, that's correct. But I wish you all, I guess, a happy new year, and I'll see you guys in a couple days for another video. Peace. Hi everyone, my name is Alvin, and I am an animator. And every time I see the crook Truebones, aka Joseph Earl Mcpeek, infringing on someone else's trademark and copyright, I have to go and report it to the persons who is the rightful copyright holder of the content. So today's victim is Epic Games. Joseph Earl Mcpeek of Truebones has stolen your content. Recently, the YouTuber named Rubu999, who has renamed his YouTube channel Free 3D Models, this user started sharing your game assets from Fortnite, where he has a link to download the animations and avatars from your game. Here are the links to the video of the game assets from the game Fortnite. Weeks later, after this video was made, Joseph Earl Mcpeek, aka Truebones Motions, cranked up his Kinect and iPi software. He then pretended he was making Fortnite animations with an Xbox Kinect version 2 using a suspect unregistered copy of iPiSoft. Here is the comedic clown pretending he is making motions with just a Kinect and a hope to fool you into believing he's making real motions. Yes, people, this is the so-called proof he made all those motions. But in all actuality, we know that he got them from Rubo. The 50-year-old loser really wants you to believe he made all those Fortnite motions in his mom's basement with a Kinect. By the way, I'm selling Mount Rushmore. After you buy that bullshit from truebones, please see me, okay? Okay, everybody, here we are at truebones. Alright, so here are the 3 videos in question here. All 3 of these videos, basically, you click onto them, and they're monetized, and you can see right here that this is the link to go to his website on Gumroad. Something else you should know, that Joe actually went to I think it was to the Fortnite forum board and actually stole clip art to use in his advertisement for the stolen motions from Rubu.
Intel Gamer Days 20.
So here we are. Here's the link. I'm gonna click on the link. Let's see where it takes me. It takes me to his Gumroad page, where it says new this thing keeps popping up. Okay. It says new Fortnite emotes only from truebones. Grab the wildly popular brand new Fortnite 51 dance emotes in FBX BVH format and now for iClone 7.2 only. From truebones, these are the files you can't get anywhere else. Well, you can. You can go right over to Rubu and get them. We'll get that in a minute. Only for $2 for a limited time. Don't forget to tell and share with all your friends. Thanks again and cheers for Mr. Bones. So this is the truebones. He puts a link to his website. So that means his website and his truebone page is connected. But before I get to clicking stuff, let's click this real quick. And let me show you what Joe thinks protects him from copyright infringement and being sued for copyright infringement. So Joe has a disclaimer before you come here and give him your money to not the customer, but the people who he steals from. And he puts it like this: if you feel that your copyright may have been violated, please contact legal@truebones.com immediately. Thanks. And he put his little, what's his name? And then Joe, here we go. Joe also says, begin this, I should have read this first, is truebones does not claim ownership of any files it shares for free. Okay, so he doesn't claim ownership of the files he shares for free, but he has the nerve to take the files that someone else has to share for free and put a $2 price tag on it. So when you come here, you see his $2 prices. So he is reselling or pirating your content. When you come here and click I want this, your email address goes here, your discount code goes here, wherever that may be, and you put your PayPal, your card information to him. So you have to actually buy this. Let's see if I'm trying to go back here. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, here's all the other stuff. See, Joe doesn't model and he doesn't make animations. He just goes around stealing other stuff from other people. Mixamo, Adobe, Autodesk, iClone, Tekken, Bandai, any company you can think about. This is from NeoWiz Games. Anything you can think about. Oh, this is from the Blue State game. That's Woody. You know, he claims he owns that too. He claims he owns Spider-Man. He claims he owns the chick from Tekken. I forgot her name. And here it is, the Fortnite animations from Epic Games. So this is what he's selling. You see the price tag here. All this content. Oh yeah, he also owns the Incredibles too, and he's selling that stuff too. So the whole thing about it is that Joe claims that he owns these motions that he took from Rubu. Now you're probably saying, do I have proof? Well, I'm going to show you proof in just a second, but first I have to let you all know what he's doing and how he's doing it. So after you come here and you do all this, sign up for this, and I'm about to show you all in a minute, I did buy the Here we go. I did buy the motions from truebones. I bought these motions. I spent $2, and you can see right here. Here it is. Here it is right here. It says Truebones Gumroad Store. You bought new Fortnite emotes only from Truebones. September 4th, 2018. $2. PayPal. OneGun.com. OneGun@gmail.com. New Fortnite emotes. So that's what I bought. That's what I bought from them. And then it says there's the PayPal thing. It said receipt to your payment to Gumroad. Just a transaction number and everything on September 3rd. All right. And then you see PayPal. Now, this is what got me, because what I did is I bought this like real late at night. Like around 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning. So I'm thinking this guy's asleep, right? So I think just like the next morning I'll wake up. So he refunded my $2. Excuse me. So he refunded my $2 because he knew I was on to him. I mean, he basically knew I was on to him. So, but before I had downloaded it. I had downloaded the stuff already. I have the stuff downloaded already, and it's in. And I'm going to show it to you all in a second. Matter of fact, do I have it out right now? No, I don't have it out right now, but I'm going to set this all up. So, but first things first, I have to take you over to Rubu so you can see, you can actually see me downloading the stuff from Rubu and then going to Rubu's file. But where Rubu actually has the animations and the content in Cinema 4D file format, but today, or I believe it was yesterday, I found out that Joe has Maxon Cinema 4D. Joe has it. Joe has a copy of it, and he's been using that copy to actually get the stuff from Rubu. Then he would use he's using Motion Builder to take the stuff and repackage it. And I'm going to show you the proof that he has Maxon Cinema 4D in just a moment. So, like I said, you come here, you download the stuff, and like I said, he owns not a thing up here. He doesn't have no type of animation studio whatsoever. He cannot model. That being the point, he has Mixamo models here, and he's giving them away, and to a third. He's a second party giving away to a third party. He has Autodesk content, Autodesk character creator content up here, and he's selling it under he giving away as the truebones, and as the truebones models, and he claims he made these models. This is the same stuff that got him kicked off of Sketchfab, but that's a whole nother story. But for right now, we need to get to the point of this whole video of showing you how he got his stuff from Rubu, and he took the stuff from Rubu and he pretended he was actually making the motions by putting some act on in front of his Connect and iPod software that I don't know. I still don't know if that's a legal copy of iPod, because we talked to people at iPod and they told us a couple of things about Joe and what happened to Joe. So let's get on to what y'all been waiting for. Where's the proof that Joe had? What's the proof that Joe stole the stuff? And I'm about to show you now. Okay, so we're over here so when you come up here to search engine, just type in Rubu 9 RROOBB00999. And what you will see is the free 3D models. Now, he changed his name. I don't know why he changed his name from Rubu, but this is Rubu. Alright, so this is Rubu. Because his PayPal up here says PayPal Rubu at rubu@mail.ru, because Rubu is in Russia, and in Russia, I guess their copyright laws over there are laxed. But it seems like some stuff is missing from here. could be missing from here. But the thing that is still here is this, the Fortnite models and animations. So when we click on this, all right, Rubu actually has. Hold on. Let's get past the. Let's get past the ad. Let's get past the ad first.
We're doing more than ever before.
Rubu actually has all the models from Fortnite, along with all the emotes and animations that were taken out the game, right? See, they're doing she's showing off all the animations and stuff. So this was published on July 31st, 2018. Okay, so this was posted on July 31st, 2018. All right. Now, when we go over to truebones Fortnite moves, this was posted on August 15th, 2018. This comes weeks after Rubu posted this. Okay, so just to put the time frame up, this was up first, and then weeks later, here comes Joe with his Fortnite moves by Mr. Bones. So Joe actively came over here and downloaded this, and there's something else you all ought to know about Rubu before I'd say anything else about the downloads or what Rubu does on this channel. Rubu, well, he doesn't have it here. He just has the music. But usually he puts a disclaimer saying do not use this stuff for games. He doesn't have it on here, so I don't know, that's up to him, you know. But what he's doing is not right and it's not legal, you know. You're not supposed to rip stuff out of people's games. All right, so he's not supposed to do this because you have people like this guy who will actively go after you if you download anything from this guy and use it in any type of animation or video. This man right here, this 50-year-old man will put copyright claims on you, do a whole bunch of little nasty stuff, take down your videos, slander you, just so he can take the stuff from here and put a price tag on it and sell it on both of his pirated websites, Truebones on Gumroad and truebones.com. If you go to his websites, he hasn't done nothing on there. He can't model, he can't do animation, he can't draw, he can't do nothing. Only thing this man knows how to do is steal. And he's been doing it since 2007, which goes all the way back to his earlier postings. Actually, it goes back to 2005. That's about as far back I can go in forum boards that, you know, keep track of their post. And I've tracked them all the way back to 2005, stealing stuff and reselling it. So when you come over here to Rubu's page, the Fortnite models animation in Cinema 4D format, you will come over here and you look at these three things. First, he has his PayPal link, then he has his donation link, and he has the here it is, the, what's this called, the Mega Zone, the Mega, whatever it is, but you know, I know people download from this before, but so here's your Fortnite models raw, and you just click that, and it automatically downloads. Well, that's downloading. We're gonna go back over to truebones, and something else that Joe does. Joe makes alts. He makes fake personas that come in here and ask him questions to promote his thievery, I guess, or to say, oh, people are coming to Truebones and buying this stuff. Look at all the questions I got. And Joe also pays services to send views to his channel to make people believe that what he's doing is 100% legit. He's getting all these views. People are coming. The views are there because Joe pays, you know, some company like Supp or YouTube views or something like that to come in here and give him the views so this video can rank up and he can get more people to come to his channel, you know, and download illegal shit from him. But he tries to make it seem legit because he calls himself a company, but we've checked on Joe's company, and Joe's company is about as fictitious as him trying to actually model something. So now that the Fortnite model raw is done, all right, here, close this, and this is from Rubu. All right, these two things are from Rubu, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here, and I have a folder named Joe McPeek. All right, so I'm going to go and just make me a new folder. Is anything in this folder? This folder is empty, so let's use this folder. This new folder 2, and we're just going to rename this to ROO. Let's see, RROO BBOO Rubu and Joe. All right, we'll name it that. We'll click on this, and then we're just going to just add a new folder, and we're going to call this Rubu. All right, and we're going to okay, so add a new folder here, and name this TRUEBONES truebones. Okay, Rubu truebones. Okay, so now first we're going to take the Rubu motions, right? Which are these? Let's see, female and male, and we're just going to take these and stick them over here. All right. This is going to take a second. Just give it a minute. Okay, so they're over here. So here are the female motions over here. Let's see, it's female bunny suit. Let's see. There's a med suit. Now you can tell that all this stuff is in. All this stuff is in Cinema 4D format. Okay, I have Cinema 4D. I do have a copy of it, and we're going to get in there and see Hip Hop 01 and see if some of these motions. I'm looking for the motions now. So just give me a minute. I know one of these folders. When Rubu made these files. Let's see, Commando, France, Metal Woman. Nope, that's not it. I'm gonna look through these files and see if I can find. Shoot, I don't think these. No, they're not here. They must be in the mail one. So, let me see if I can remember. Med Soldier. Yeah, I think this is it right here. So yeah, so he put them all in here. SKM Med Soldier. He put all the emotes in this one pack here. Golf club, emote, smooth, all these dances, full body swing, axe combo, sword, sledgehammer, and I think this is the medical soldier stuff right here. But it's a bunch of motions here, and Joe is selling all this stuff. All right, so I'm about to go over here and now get truebones, the stuff I downloaded from truebones. Okay, so here it is, right here is the file. New Fortnite only from truebones, and I downloaded it a couple of times. Downloaded once, downloaded twice. So these are the actual ones. See, here it is, HP files, gumroad, com, attachment, zip files. So these are the actual zip files right here. All right. And I'm just going to take this whole folder, and I'm just going to extract to, let's see, I gotta go to downloads, and I think I gotta make a new folder. No, where was that? Where I put that folder? I'm trying to remember where I put that folder at. Ah, I remember where I put that folder. No, I don't need to. Cancel this. Okay, so I'm going to extract to. Let's see, my desktop. Let's see, it's here somewhere. McPeek. breaking lines, truebones. Here, Rubu and Joe. Let me click that one, and here's the truebones folder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to extract the motions in there. All right, so let's find that folder. McPeek. Here's the McPeek folder. And let's see. Here's Rubu and Joe. Truebones, and let's extract everything here. All right, and let's open this up. Oh, whatever. Oh, I gotta wait till this thing finishes responding to me. Okay, so here are all. This is the truebones Fortnite emotes. So I have them both now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Motion Builder. All right, to help me compare. I don't need this, and I don't need this no more. To compare the motion. So I got their stuff in this folder, Rubu and Joe, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get I'm going to pull these Fortnite motions from here. Hopefully they'll just pop in there, and let's do all takes. So all the animations from here in this FBX file are going to all be in here. All right, and why is this like this? I don't know. And let's see. Let's pick an animation. Breakdance. Let's try breakdance female, which is probably the same thing as breakdance male. So Truebone's saying that he made this this animation here, right? He's claiming that he made this animation. You see the girl spinning on her hand. All right, so let's go ahead and compare that motion. All right. 2-to-1 over here from Rubu. This is from Rubu. This is what we just uploaded here. So here's the emote breakdance male. I'm just gonna double click on that, and that should open up. Cinema 4D. Yeah, I will show you that Joe does have Cinema 4D because I will show you all. And I'm doing this video now to get this out the way. So this is the breakdancing male, and you can see right away that these motions there's something up with this motion here. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to File, Export, FBX, and let's put this in this folder. Mail, hit save. Everything looks good. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to close this out, and I'm going to open up Motion Builder, and hold up, where I gotta find that file where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it. I put it over here. Okay, I found the file. Here's the emote breakdancing male. So I'm gonna pull this over here to the other screen, and I'm going to scrap this. Now, here's the animation of the character dancing. All right. All right, there you go. So there he is breakdancing or whatever. Alright, so that's the motion. This is the, I do believe it's the female model. I do believe the female. Let me go to story mode, and let me just move this over. Move this right here. Okay, we good. I want to click this. I want to move this over. Get this out of my way. Oh, I clicked that, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, click this on. And now I can move it over. Alright, so I'll move that over. And let's see, breakdance male. So that's the breakdance male. All right, that's the breakdance male. Let me go over here real quick. I'm gonna check out something real quick. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the female motions in here. I know they're in here. This is where this comes from. Here, the jacket, hip hop. What's this? Autumn. I don't know what this is. I think it's in one of these. The female animations have to be in here somewhere. That's Mad Body. It's the gumshoe body. Or maybe they're just all those animations are in the yeah, I think that's what I checked those already. I checked those, so I guess all the let's see. No, it's not there. No, this is the Mad Soldier. So I take all the probably all the animations are in here for both of the characters. Male, dance, flippin' sexy. Okay. So let's take the motions. Oh, okay, that was spliced in there. That's why the animation was spliced. This in animation was spliced in there. I was just looking at that. Okay, so let's get in the male breakdance animation that we pulled out of Cinema 4D. Let's go all takes. And let's go. Okay. Alright. Or maybe it wouldn't splice. So this is the one. Alright, so let's look at these very closely, people. Let me turn this off. Actually, let me click that and hit control. Let me hit the shift, click that, and let me go to view schematic, pull this out, and then hot selection, hit control Q. Okay, so now what's this? Control W, control W, and we're going to hide selection and hit control Q back again. So this is the truebones animation on this side, and this is the one that comes from Rubu. Alright, and I'm going to put these both on cycle. I'm going to hit play. And what more can I say? These are the exact same animations with truebones. This is what you get when you buy truebones. I bought this from truebones. I gave them the $2. And this is the one from Rubu, who ripped these out of the actual Fortnite game. So these are the actual animations from the Fortnite game. Joe went over there, stole the motions, got in front of his Xbox Connect, and pretended that he was making these motions when he did not make them at all. So my whole thing to Epic Games is to download these motions yourself. He has them on sale right now for $2. And see for yourself if he is or if he is not selling this stuff, because he has stolen your content and he is selling it. This is dead proof that he's done it. I've brought the stuff directly from him, and I've downloaded stuff from Rubo. I checked the dates. This stuff came out on Rubo stuff, which is over here, came out on, look at that, came out on the 31st of July, and then his motions come out on the let me get this right, the 15th of July, something like that. So you can clearly see that these are your animations out your game. These are your animations out your game. And he has stolen them and put them on his website, and he is selling them. That's why... My bad. Sorry about that. I actually pushed the pause button. That's why he is selling... that's why he... That's why he gave me the refund back, because he knew that I was going to compare these motions, and these motions are for you, all of them. You know, this is the stuff from. This is all the stuff from. This is everything from your emotes, from all your emotes. They're all here from your game. And they're also all here. This is if you can, I mean, you buy them. I mean, I will send you a copy of this. Matter of fact, I think I will send a copy of this to you all to let you know that Joseph Earl Mcpeek is over there stealing your content, and he's selling it, and then puts on some type of farce that he's I don't know, dancing in front of a Xbox Connect saying he made this in the Xbox Connect. I do believe that all the emotes are basically hand keyframed, and I do believe a lot of the emotes are hand keyframed animation. Both of them are moving at 30. I mean, these are both moving at 30 frames per second, and it's they even have the same joint. They have the same joint rotations. They have the same offsets. It's everything. The only thing Joe did was clean up the skeleton. All he did was clean up his skeleton over here, because you can count the nodes in this skeleton and match them up with this skeleton. You can probably, I mean, look at that. That's just freaking crazy. And he's over there running his mouth. I mean, honestly, he's over there running his mouth about he owns this stuff. This stuff belongs to him. Blah, 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 this and blah, 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 that. And it's all a farce. This is all a farce. These are the same motions. I mean, he's over here making these phony videos. Not only making these phony videos, you took the video down. Hey. Okay, it's still up. The video's still up. I think it's still up. Hold on, something's up. Wait a sec. He took this video down for real? I know. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what just happened. Something funny just happened. It said the video doesn't exist. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, so he makes this phony baloney video where he's obviously nowhere near. I mean, look. I'm sorry, but look at him trying to mimic. I mean, he's actually looking at a monitor trying to mimic the dances so he can make it look like he is actually doing the moves and recording himself doing the moves, which is totally false. Totally false. Totally false. And then on top of that, he puts up this link and then gets his fake alts to come in here and talk to him about, ooh, we want to sell this, you want to buy this from you, ooh, and it's all fake. It's just a fraud. This guy's a fraud, and him selling that shit and me buying it is another case of wire fraud. That's wire fraud. You know, I just bought this stuff from him. He does not own it. He sold it through a wire transfer, and that's wire fraud. So that goes to prove that not only is he still doing wire fraud after I turned him into the FBI, he's also still trying to pull these cons. And then here's the link. Here's the link. $2. I want this. You click this link and you buying this for $2. I bought this. I have proof that I bought it. And then he gave me the refund back because he knew what I was planning to do and was a video like this one. So, so it's up to you, Epic. If you want to become, I'm going to tell it to you like this. Epic Games sued a 12-year-old for getting to the game and doing something to it and just basically doing something that all 12-year-olds do, which is just cause trouble. All right, the kid went in there and did something he was supposed to do, and he made the game uncomfortable for a few people. All right, this guy here is 50 years old, inside a basement somewhere, maybe his mother's, I don't know, pretending. He's going out of his way to pretend that he's doing something that he's not, so he can steal from you, Epic Games. This is amazing. This is totally amazing. I have never seen nothing like this before. And not only does he tries to pretend he's actually making a video once, he does it twice. As soon as I get past this commercial. So there it is. There he is again. Fortnite emote mocap motions by truebones. And we know these are not by truebones. We know he didn't make these. There is not a motion in this pack of animation that he's selling that resembles anything that he's doing. He's just watching the screen and making it up as he goes so it can look like the motions came from him, but they didn't. And then he has to, once again, it's the same thing with him. This is how the con works. Here's the link. Click on the link, and then right down here, he makes up a fake alt, and the fake alt goes up here. What happens to those of us who have not upgraded to iClone 7? And he goes, Peter Pan, what program you need? Truebones, I bought this today, and I converted it in BVH files. Well, Truebones do BVH files, so he was able to take those BVH files and transfer them over to iClone 6, no problem. And lucky for him, Truebones makes BVH files. Nobody really uses BVH. I mean, very few people use BVH file. It's BVH ain't that bad. It's a if you have to, but most people use FBX. So FBX lets you save the mesh data, textures, and all this stuff out in one file. That way you won't have to worry about looking for the motion and blah 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 and messing up data. FBX is what everybody's using now, and Truebone uses the BVH format because it's easy for him to steal people's stuff in BVH format. That's why. It's easier for him to steal stuff. It's hard to track people's stuff when they're using BVH. So Joe puts the BVH, puts the FBX out there, and then he puts his alt. So once again, he puts another alt in here. This person does not exist. This is just somebody made up by Joe to come in here and ask some questions. So he's pulling a pretty nice con here. And then on top of that, he goes to your website and he actually steals all the emote artwork, the thumbnail art and all that stuff, and he puts that on his ads. Here's another one he put together. He probably stole this whole thing from somewhere on your Fortnite forum boards, and he just takes it and he makes another video. He makes another video where he once again is pretending this is actually the same video as the other one over there, but he's pretending once again that he's making these motions, and he's not. He's not making those motions. He's not making these at all. The stuff you see him do is not in that pack at all. So there it is in the handbasket, Epic Games. And that's not all. This is animations that he stole from Rubu. This is from, if you go to Rubu, All right, I'm gonna prove that he stole this from Rubo. Look at the motions, and I can tell you exactly where he got this from. He called the Phantom Moves Pack, and I want to show you where he got this from. So if I type in ROOBOO, oh my bad, I gotta type in double ROOBOO. I think it's BB. Yeah, BBOO 999, and hit enter. It'll take us back here. And all I have to do is go over here into the search bar, type in Phantom, 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 click that, and let's see, where is it? Mass Effect, Mass Effect, Mass Effect. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here. Believe me, it's here. Just give me a minute to find it. Okay, maybe I'll pass it up. Where is it? Mass Effect. Sorry, I think, is this it? No, I don't think that's it. Oh, maybe Phantom, not the right one. Maybe, oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is, right. Phantom, Mass Effect. This is out of Mass Effect 3 Phantom. So the Catwoman you saw doing those moves, it's this thing right here. It's this thing right here. It's this character. These are all the moves. He stole it. He took all this shit from Rubo. All this shit right here is from Rubo. All of it. These are the same animations that you saw over there on let me open another one. YouTube. And once again, this is that was a game made with the Epic game engine. Animations that were originally from Rubo. Let's go to videos. Here's the Catwoman. That's the motions. Same exact motions. Same freaking exact motions. I could play this too, and you're going to see the same motions. Same stance. Jump, the roll, the flip over. There she is, floating in the sky. There she is. Then she lands. There's that run. There's the run forward. And my friends, it's the same thing. Same animation, same motions. This is from truebones Motions. Check out Phantom Moves Pack. But Joe, Rubo also has a Phantom Moves Pack that came out on June 29th, 2015. And you have one that just came out on June 19th, 2018. So you're desperate to make money. You're desperate to make money. You're desperate for people to go to your website, click on your website links so you can get paid for every email that you get because you sell the email data to spammers. That's what you do, Joe. So this is one gun, and I think I've shown you all enough. I hope Epic Games do something about this soon. This man has stolen your content, and he's selling it. Sorry about that, everybody. My computer had crashed on me unexpectedly, and it's going to do that from time to time. So if it happens again, I'll just start over again. But yeah. So let me make sure everything's still up and running correctly. Yeah. So this is what he does. So if you go over here on truebones on Vimeo, he is using this to, he's actually using the Woody and Buzz character to sell his thriller animated dance video animation. If you go to this video on YouTube, it will have a link to True Bones on Gumroad. There it is. So here's this True Bones on Gumroad's page, and we'll get into that. I'll be doing this for a while today. So, as you can see, he has lots of content up here, but he doesn't own none of this content. He's just selling it and putting the money in his pocket. There's the Mother Love Bones pack with the avatars in it. Here is some avatars he's taken from Adobe Mixamo. All this stuff is from Adobe, and he has it on his site claiming that it's his. Here is Samba from Tekken, and he has it on his site as his, that he owned it. Here is the Thriller animations that go with the Woody and Buzz Lightyear and the Stormtrooper animation he did, so he can sell what he has here over here on his True Bones site. So here's Michael Jackson Thriller. So those the dance motions right there. And many other game avatars and stuff. And you will never see an authentic True Bones model, because True Bones doesn't model. He doesn't make models. He doesn't hire people to make models. He can't sell nothing that he owns. He can only do stuff, and he got it right here in his disclaimer on his page. Right here. And it says True Bones does not claim ownership of any files it fixes or shares for free. If you feel that your copyright may have been violated, please contact Peak Levels at Yahoo immediately. So he actually knows that he's taking people's stuff that he does not own or have the rights to take and use, period, and package them and sell them. He has did this with Carnegie Mellon. He has did this with Mixamo. He's done this with a lot of people, but mainly he has done this with Disney products. And he has a lot of Disney products that he's, products, assets, whatever you want to call them. Yes, he got DreamWorks stuff. He got Shrek. He got Nickelodeon stuff. He has SpongeBob, and here's Woody too. So I'm going to just come over here and hit file and hit new, and here is Woody. There's Woody, and this comes part of the Mother Load Avatar collection. This comes with that, and here you go. This is a license. This is a Disney character that's supposed to be licensed, and I don't believe, that he has no license, because a couple things you need to understand about True Bones Motions is that True Bones Motions doesn't exist as a company. He doesn't have an EIN number. He doesn't even have a tax number for his business. He has nothing but just a website. And the state of Michigan says that if you sell anything over the internet, you have to pay taxes on it. He's not paying taxes because he don't have a business to file taxes on. But he has a PayPal account. So if you're looking into this guy and you want to know how much money he's made off your product, contact PayPal. Contact their legal department, like I have, to find out over how many years he's been selling these licensed characters that you own. Real easy to do. And I bet your lawyers already know that already. But it's just a heads up to you at Disney. And also, he like I said, let's check out some other stuff that he has, because I think DreamWorks will probably want to know that he's also selling your stuff. So let's go to File, New, don't save. Let's bring in Shrek. There you go. There's Shrek, everybody. This is a DreamWorks character that truebones has selling in his store on both Gumroad and truebones.com. You see, truebones won't advertise this character on his Truebone site. He only advertises it on Gumroad because he in his mind he thinks that whatever he does on Gumroad is on Gumroad, and what he does on Truebones is what he does on Truebones. But that's not the case. And if he has a company called Truebones, and Truebones has 2 websites, and Truebones is putting up the avatars, the licensed avatars for sale or to give away, it's Truebones that's going to get in trouble. It's the owner, Joseph Earl Mcpeek, who's going to get in trouble. It's not this site or that site. So, let us just to let DreamWorks know. So this will be time marked at whatever minutes I have, because I'm gonna go back and time mark everything and send the respectful time marks to the rightful owners about what this guy is doing to your product. So this is his Truebones, as Truebones says it. This is Truebones Shrek. Truebones didn't model this Shrek. This came out the Shrek game. Alright, so he got it listed under Truebones, but this is actually a DreamWorks license model. And if DreamWorks and Disney knew that this guy has a constant history of selling stuff that doesn't belong to him, and let me let's see if I can find some real let's see. This is how, especially for starting this thread. So this is what happens when he gets busted for selling people. He went to a game community, Unity. He went to the Unity game community forum board. Now, what's in the Unity forum board? Game developers. And what's the number one no-no to game developers is using other people's assets or stealing them and using them in your game. That's the number one no-no. You know, people get sued and lose lots of stuff because of this. I mean, people get in real trouble for this. So this guy comes in here into Unity and he sells packs of animations. He's selling packs of animations, and he advertises in here, and he uses YouTube and forum boards to advertise his stuff, his illegal assets. And what happened in Unity set off a chain reaction, because for a long time he was doing this and getting away with it. He would make commercials about Truebones motions this and Truebones motions that, and you come and get this, and you can spend $400 or $500 and buy these assets. But then it came to everybody's attention that this guy was taking animations and motions from other places, repackaging them under his name and selling them. And these people on Unity found out he was doing it. These people found out that he was stealing stuff and selling it to them, and this is proof because you can go through this whole thread and read what everyone has said about this man and his product. These people were angry when they found out about this. So Truebones comes in here, and this is what he calls defending himself by insulting the people he conned. Now, real con man would have just left and changed the name, but this con man wants to actually have some prestige behind his name by coming here and taking on the people that he not only sold stolen content to and belittling them because they wanted their money back because he sold them something that was stolen from other games and assets, i.e. Disney, i.e. i.e. Disney, Pixar, i.e. DreamWorks, Warner Brothers, so on, DC, so on, so on, and so on. So he comes back in here and he actually King of the Facet penis joke. Yeah. So I say I am. This guy says I sir am a customer who thought I was purchasing a royalty free of custom animations. Not I found these on the internet and thought I resell them to you. So that's basically what he said. Not I found these on the internet. So that's what he does. He comes to the internet and he reads people's databases and he resells and repackages and stuff. So he said, I withheld placing a dispute with PayPal until you gave an official response to the situation. But obviously, I was giving more credit to your business than is due. And then he says that I am waiting for the attacks to stop. But obviously, there are those who believe I am guilty until proven innocent. So I'd rather not say anything right now regarding the situation. The thing about it is that he has said enough in this situation, because it has been proven and found out that he was selling the Disney stuff, the Warner Brothers stuff, Adobe Mixamo stuff, and just playing. He was giving away game content that he took out of games, from the animations to the models. He didn't do not one iota of the stuff that he had in his packs that he was selling. All right, so he's calling these people who are angry because they bought these packs of animations and avatars from him. He's calling these attacks, but these people just want their money back, and was just basically saying that you shouldn't have done this. So he takes that as an attack. So if I stole somebody's car and sold it to somebody, and the person I sold it to found out that the car was stolen, and the person comes back to me saying, hey, I want my money back because you sold me something stolen, is that person wanting his money back attacking me? Or telling me that, hey, you did something wrong, I don't want to be a part of it, give me my money back, you know? So this is basically how this man thinks. He doesn't think selling stolen stuff is illegal. He doesn't think it's illegal, but he does it. And he constantly does it. So as you scroll down, you can see all these people complaining about how this guy stole stuff and sold it to him. Here's a video. Here's a video. Actually, somebody up here, this Ninja Versus guy, and he basically came here and says, it has come to our attention that truebones is illegally selling copyright material. It first came to our attention while watching the zombie motion pack. You can see from this video that many of those motions are in fact from Activision title Singularity, developed by Raven Software, and have been illegally ripped from 45 seconds onward. You can see the zombie motions from the game Singularity. Please compare with the motions from the truebones video. This is a notice to let you know the appropriate authorities have been notified and reserve the right to pursue legal action pending investigation. The extent of this copyright infringement will come to light. This is also a reminder to those who've paid for the pack to remember it is illegal to use stolen material under copyright in your games projects for personal gain. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And he had to move the video. He had to move the video because I do believe truebones attacked him on YouTube trying to get him to remove the video. But he found a new way to get it up. And what he did is he took the videos down and he made a split screen to let people compare the animation. So here's an animation comparison. One is out the video game, the other one is truebones. So this is the actual game animation right here, and this is the truebones. Oh, hold on, let me go back. This is the truebones motions animation. As you can see, the timing may be off, but it's the exact animation. It's the exact animation right here. Now, this is not me telling people that this is a guy that has bought the stuff. So, who has bought the stuff? And this guy says, "Hi, are you serious? The format might not be the same, but the animation is more likely than you ever converted it to FBX Cinema 4D or ripped it from the game Singularity itself. It's pretty obvious that your motions and motions from Singularity are identical. The zombie eating, the zombie climbing, the zombie. So there are actually more things in this Motherload pack, Motherload Unity pack, that has come from this game Singularity that he has sold. And I've checked the pack, and he's still selling the stuff. He's just not flamboyant with it like he was by naming it. What he does is he takes the stuff and packages it away, and he hides it in his packs. He will never show you samples of what's ever in his pack. He will never do that, because once he does that, then the gig's up. People will find out where it comes from. Joe doesn't give out, like Mixamo gives out samples. Any motion capture place, Mocap Online, Mixamo, what's the other guy's name? Diebold. You go to Unity. You go to Unity, look for animation there. They'll actually give you samples of the animations that are in there. They actually go by, do YouTube video and go animation by animation by animation. When you get a truebones pack, all the animations are random. They're just totally random, and they look like they don't even belong to the same pack. But the reason for that is that he has taken so much stuff, he doesn't know what he has. And in order for him to make money, he just grabs what he can and stick them in the pack to say, "Oh, this is my new truebones pack." And no, it's not. It's just the same 10,000 or so plus animation that he's stolen and ripped from games and databases over the internet, and packaged them up and resold them. So after the guy busted him, some people come in here and he took some stuff from Carnegie. He took Carnegie Mellon stuff and packaged. He actually took the whole library of Carnegie Mellon and packaged it with the stuff that he stole and sell. He packaged the avatars up with this. The avatars I'm showing you now. He has packaged these Carnegie Mellon University stuff. He packaged that up with it, and you're not supposed to do that, with Carnegie Mellon. He has taken Mixamo stuff, packaged it up, sold it, and he's taken a lot of ripped game avatars and grip game motions and packaged them up. One of the games is found out that he had ripped motions out of Mortal Kombat. He actually ripped motions out of Mortal Kombat, and he has sold them. I do these videos every 3 to 6 months about what he has done and what he's doing, and we'll get back to what he's done and what he's doing soon. So and here he goes. He says, "I wouldn't be surprised if you see truebones in Mixamo," and we already know that Joe has stolen every motion from Mixamo and named it his. And which is sad. I mean, which is like really, really sad. I mean, for this guy to operate like this for so long. And so I think this is the thread where he tells people because they're mad. This is basically what this is basically what he does. He gets mad and he will retaliate against you. And I'll talk about his retaliation in a little bit. He says prices will be increased to full retail February 1. This guy, I think this guy said, when I was browsing the animation, I noticed that I had seen some of them already, so I decided to check for binary identical files within the package. I have deleted the free. See, here we go. So this guy right here says, I have deleted the free Carnegie Mellon Graphics Lab motion capture database and the VNs and iClone files. So he had iClone files, iClone files in his directory. and he basically goes, I'll say, out of the 8,513 files, 5,386 files had at least one dupe, means a binary identical file. Within those 5,386 files, we are actually 2,414 unique files and 2,970. So out of the 10,000 files that he claims that he gives you from truebones, um, uh, you're only really buying 2,400, somewhere between 2,400 and 2,900 actual files that are not dupes, not Carnegie Mellon. So he used Carnegie Mellon to pad his numbers for the pack. All right, and he put in a lot of duplicate motions. I mean, a lot. I mean, you usually would have duplicate motions. Like you would have like guy walks right, then it'd be like the same motion, but the guy walks left. Those are not duplicate files. They are motion files with different names association, because they are different motions. We got a guy walking right, and you got a guy, and you got the same motion of the guy walking left. I mean, those should be included with your files, all right? But if you have two guys walking right, same files, and then two guys walking left, same two files, well, then you're padding the numbers in your pack of motions you're selling to people. So when you pay him $500 or $600 for one of these packs, that's what you're getting. And this guy does a forensics on his on his 10,000 motions, which he's still selling today. He is still selling this stuff today. Well, he's trying to sell them, and we'll talk about that later. So 1,000 pack / True Bones / Monster Bones. Originals is 1,000 True Bones, Monster Bones, Sexy Bones, and Dance Twirl Twist. And we'll talk about the Sexy Bones in a little bit too. Found dupes, tomb dance, ballet dances, found dupes, tombs dance. So he's like they found the dupes, found the dupes. So this guy's just laying it out, say where the duplicates are, where duplicates are. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 for each file. There's and these are packs. These are packs of animation. So he's duping these files and sticking them right back in to your to the pack that he's selling to you for $500-$600. New Pro Bones, some quality problems. New Pro Bones combos, games, left right BVH at 97 arms, had 97 orange glitches. So his Pro Bones packs, and this was a while ago. I guarantee you that those packs are still glitchy because they're ripped from games. And when you see a character like walk and his arms start glitching out, and then it'll come back, it's because that glitch is for another animation to pick up from that character. That's why it's glitching like that. And that can only happen if you broken the animation tree, the original animation tree. That means you took in characters that are supposed to be in this linear / tree-ish type format, and you take a character out the format to make a standalone animation. And what happens is the animation on that character is looking for its corresponding motion, so it can actually do the movement completely. And what Joe has done is Joe has randomly took all these motions and put them into packs and selling them. Oh yeah, by the way, hi Joe. I know you can't type in my chat room right now because I have it locked off, so you can't get in there. You can't get in there, and you can't say your racist slang words or anything right now, because I'm doing an update to what you've been doing and what you've been doing to me. So when I finish telling people, all the stuff you're stealing and still selling at your store, then we'll get to the new stuff you've been doing, what you've been up to. So this person did a whole biopsy, and then he didn't put down the script that he used. and then he tries to call it file variations. There are no file. Carnegie Mellon does have file variations, but they're not your file variations. They have to extract the data from. Before the guy did this, he had to extract the CMU motions that you were using to pad your packs. You know, and let me tell you all right now, even in his newer packs of animations that he had and still trying to sell, you will also find Carnegie Mellon motions in those packs. It said, I am sure many other developers will stay far away from you after a comment like that. That is also a good example of why I only buy from the asset store, where I can request a refund, except for a few cases where the author has shown to care for his customer needs. So, Mr. Dude, that might be a truebones person. I don't know. A quick ad. While I was looking through this, if as claimed above, the data used here is from Carnegie Mellon Graphics Lab motions, then you don't have the rights to charge for the animations, as on the main page of the database, see here, right here, you may include this data in commercially sold products, but you may not resell this data directly, even in converted form. So he's basically telling Joe that you can't, you cannot sell these motions. You can, it says, as of the main page of the database, see here, it says, you may include this data in commercially sold products. So he can include it with a commercially sold product, but he can't take the whole freaking library and sell it in his packs or add it as a bonus in his pack. He can't do it. He can't do it. He can use it commercially as of making his own animations and stuff with it, but he can't take it and repackage it and sell it. It says it on the main page, and the guy's right. And what I mean by Carnegie Mellon, if you all don't know what Carnegie Mellon is, you can come here. Let's type in 2500 free motion capture TUREFILES motion capture files, and you can come right here. It's a movie storm. Tells you to go there. The motion, and here it is right here. This is CG Speed, and this is the place where you come to where you can get all the CMU database and where it's all converted for you. And the CG Speed right here had went to Carnegie Mellon and did this for them, so people can have more access to them and what they do. So they also have. So he came here and he took the let's see. This is the motion builder friendly one. CG News, Home, Motion Capture, Scripts, Tutorials, CG Speed News. So I know that they have a DAS friendly. Okay, so basically what he did is he came here and took the motion builder friendly BVH files, all 2,500 of them. He took the ones for Poser, DAS 3D. He took them all and packaged them up as a bundle to sell. So here we are. We're back here once again. So after that little history lesson I gave you about truebones, and it's more to it, and we'll get to that a little later. So after I found the Shrek, he has many more licensed characters in here. Let's go to File. Let's go to New. And let's go to Don't Save. So let's go to the next character. SpongeBob. He has SpongeBob in here. This is a Nickelodeon character. Yeah, there he is. What is this character doing? What is this licensed character doing in the stuff that he's packaging and selling to you. Because if you go back here, you don't see SpongeBob licensing. You don't see no license. truebones doesn't have any license. He doesn't license nothing because he don't own a damn thing that he sells. And just because you don't own something doesn't mean you have the rights to sell it. Now, in the course of this video, if you see anything in here that you own, contact Peak Levels at yahoo.com. And I'm telling you all this is because that this guy is making money off of you. If what he's doing is so legal, why is he not giving any type of money or kickbacks to the people that he is taking the stuck content from? And we know that he is not doing this based on the fact of when I called these people and contact them, they had no idea that this guy, truebones, Joseph Earl Mcpeek, was doing this with their stuff. And I can give you a real good example of that by just basically going to my YouTube page. I spelled my own YouTube page wrong. By going to my own YouTube page and pulling out a couple of videos that Joe made. Well, actually, I made. So this is the video that made Joe take down his newest pack of animations off his Gumroad site and off his truebones site. So y'all can come here and just look for go to my Gumroad page and look for Attention Steam and He Saw Blue Estate Games. truebones is selling your assets. And I took this and I sent this video to them. They watched it and told me thank you. Now, Joe likes to rewrite history because Joe came onto one of my YouTube channels and lied and said, you stole Cherry Pops. I'm like, no, I didn't steal Cherry Pops. And let me tell you who Cherry Pops is. Hold on. I think I should have put He Saw again. I should put like Blue Estate. Here it is. This is the character Cherry Pops. This is the character that Joseph Earl Mcpeek ripped from this game and tried to sell it in one of his motion packs as a quote-unquote free avatar. And then why I'm showing this is because this man has a history of taking avatars and packaging up with the motions that he stole from the game. So he stole not only the motions from this game, but he stole the avatar and was planning to sell this avatar with his pack of animations. Now, if you go to his truebones page, you're not going to see this character. I mean, you'll see the character. I mean, yeah, matter of fact, I'll show you the character. I can show you the character. Let's see. Hold on, Cherry Pop. Take that off. I can actually take you over here where he still has the character. Here's the character right here. He's still using the character to sell product. This is truebones. This is him with the Cherry Pops figure inside of iClone. He took this character out of a game and tried to repackage it with her motions intact on his truebones site. And it says, and to prove it, here it is right here. Please visit truebones. Joe shows you how to use iClone to make stunning animations in minutes. Today, we are using a shared model from Vincent Creary City, but it's not a shared model, Joe. This is not a shared model because in your case, this was a model you were selling that you took from this guy who actually took it out the game. And by putting his name up here, you think that now it's out. Now you outed this guy because he was the one who had this game model for you to download and use. And what you have done, Joe, is basically said, well, I'm in the clear now. Now I could take this model and do what I want to. If you're going to come after somebody, come after this guy, because this is the guy that stole the model, which is not true, Joe. Yes, he's going to probably get in trouble, but you're going to get in real big trouble because you took this and you tried to sell it. So Joe tries to rewrite history and say that I stole the Cherry Pops model, and I didn't. I'm going to tell you what I did do with the Cherry Pops model. When I saw Joe, hold on. Matter of fact, I gotta show you all what I mean. So this is my video, the video I sent to He Saw Games, and this is the original video that Joe used to sell the animations for the Cherry Pops character. All right, so he took the game and he took the game model and the motions, and he was selling them. The day he posted this video was the day I made this video, and I sent it straight to He Saw Games. Let them know that not only did he take their avatar, because this is not my video. This is Joe's video. This is me showing you a clip, showing He Saw Games a clip of how this man was taking a product and selling it. He makes an infomercial, and this is the infomercial right here. He makes an infomercial. Once he has enough stuff in his packs, he makes an infomercial, and then he takes the infomercial and put it on YouTube. He puts it on YouTube to let everybody know that he has these motions that everybody wants. He has the avatars that everybody wants, that he didn't model, he didn't do nothing for. So I put this up. I sent it to He Saw Games. He Saw Games contacted Joe and told Joe to take our fucking shit off of your channel. Take it out your packs. Don't sell our stuff. And ever since then, Joe has been angry. I mean, really angry. He's been chasing me every day because I busted him and turned him in to this company. This is not the first time I busted Joe and got him kicked from someplace. So Joe had to take the advertisement down. He had to stop selling the stolen character and the stolen character motions. He had to stop doing it. And before Joe comes back and lies and say, no, I didn't. Well, Joe, we'll get back to stolen avatars in a minute, ladies and gentlemen, but I just have to show you how he sells your content. If you're Disney, Pixar, or Warner Brothers, this is how he sells your assets once he goes and rips them out of games and whatever. So where is it? Let's see. So I actually had downloaded the actual video of him selling. Let's see, where is it? Once I get past all these documentaries he's done, these crazy videos, I call them. I do believe I still have the video. If it's not here, I have to check someplace else, but I know I still got the video. Here it is. There it is. So
Hello, everybody. What?
So here is the video that he made advertising the stolen Cherry Pops character. And I said, what I mean by this is a infomercial. This is an actual true infomercial. This commercial runs 5.2, and that's what I call them. I call them stolen asset infomercials because nothing in here this man owns. And like I said, we can refer and we know it's true because he said himself. And what we mean by he said himself, you can go here and you can read. truebones does not claim ownership of any files, fixes, or shares for free. If you feel that your copyright may have been violated, you contact peopleloves.com at immediately. So for him to say this, that means that everything he sell to you, he don't own. He got it from someplace else. And I prove that by just showing the video where he talks about there is the avatar Cherry Pops inside of his commercial. And you're going to hear this man talk. I'm going to play this for about 3 seconds so you can hear him talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the brand new iPhone 3.
See? And he's advertising. He's made an infomercial of stolen assets that he's taken from somebody and selling. Now, there are communities out here, I'm not going to lie about it, that actually take stuff out of games and shares them. But they have a thing where they will not sell them, which I think is the right thing to do. If you're going to, I mean, you can't stop people from ripping game avatars and motions out of a game. You can't stop it. It's too big for one person to stop it. Even if you did pass a law to crack down, people are still going to do it. It's like downloading movies. But you can get in there and you can regulate it. You can actually let them do whatever they want to, make art, whatever, you know. But the minute they cross the line, the minute that they actually take the licensed materials and try to resell them back to the population. And what I mean by reselling is they take the stuff and resell it. And right there, when you resell something that you've taken from somewhere else and you did not make it, that's piracy. That's what pirates do. When pirates ships sail the seas, they saw a merchant ship and they will raid the merchant ship, take the stuff that they didn't have, and then take it, sink the merchant ship, so nobody will know that the merchant ship was, you know, whatever. But they would actually take the stuff back to shore and sell it. And that's what a pirate is. And this is what this man's doing, because he's a pirate. And this is his scam. This is what he does. I have a whole channel full of me doing videos about him scamming the general public. And he's not going to stop. And he thinks he's going to stop me by shutting me up. And it's not going to happen. So, this is him selling licensed material. This right here is him still selling licensed material. This is a motion builder I am in, and this is the actual content that he is selling at his store. And if this character came out the game and that game had motions, I guarantee you he has the motions for this character and he's selling them. So
iPhone 3 is for
so there's a Cherry Pops character, and what he's going to do. All right, let me get to the point where he actually. You're gonna get there in a minute, people. Just give me a second. Here you go. So he opens up icon 3D Exchange 7. Okay. And there you have the Cherry Pops figure. And I'm going to let him talk for a few seconds to let you all hear what he has to say about the licensed Cherry Pops. Now, this guy told me that I stole the Cherry Pops figure. He came into it. I just started blocking him because what he's trying to do is start some kind of false narrative that I'm a pirate like him, and I'm not a pirate. I don't take people's stuff and resell it. I don't have a store to do this in. He's the one who has the store, well, maybe a store, and we'll get into that later, about if the store actually exists where it's supposed to exist, or if it's just or what he's doing is a front to get money, and if somebody comes after him, he'll get up and run, no traces. But I'm just showing you how he takes licensed assets and products from other people, steals them, and put the money only in his pocket without him doing little to no work.
Avatar into the window.
Let's go back and watch this again.
The included eye avatar into the window. Once your character's in the window, I like to turn on the shadow.
Okay, so he took the character, Cherry Pops, and this is his software he's using. All right, and he puts the character into the window. Now you tell me. I showed you where the avatar came from. I told you where the motions come from, and he's doing an infomercial about the character like he owns it. Not once did he say in this video, and he took the video down, but maybe I'll post the video up someplace, not on YouTube, so people have access to it forever. And that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on going to another video sharing place and posting up all the stuff that he's stolen, all the videos he's claimed that he took down, that he don't have more. Because what he does is like when I bust him, he will actually go back and find the video, and if he can't edit it, he will delete the video and claim that the video never existed. And I learned that trick from him a long time ago. And what I have started doing is every time he does an infomercial like this, I download the video, then make a video about it, just to show you all him being dishonest and going back and deleting the video, then coming back and saying, "Oh, that I never done that. That video don't exist. I don't know what you're talking about." But in this case, I download the video, and he now he's going around and telling people that I stole the Cherry Pops figure, and it's not true. He's the one. Not only is he the one who stole it and tried to sell it and got busted for it, but he's trying to go around and saying that I did it. Now, I'm showing you a history. I've went through this before. I'm just showing you all a history of him stealing stuff and reselling it. He can't show you any video or any place on the internet where I have taken a game asset and resold it anywhere. But he wants to say I stole something. Let me show you all who the real thief is. So this is a licensed character in his Motherload pack. So let's go to the next one. So what's the next one? So that's a Nickelodeon character. Let's go back to cartoons. He has one marked. He has a from the Motherload Avatar collection. He has one marked Mario. I don't know what that is. Oh, wait, hold up. He has Patrick too. Hold on. Let me show you Patrick. He has Patrick from SpongeBob. This is yeah, that's Patrick. No doubt about it. That's Patrick from SpongeBob. It's a 3D model, only from truebones. Only from truebones. You see Patrick here. You see SpongeBob, but you don't see any disclaimer saying this is owned by. You don't see nothing in this whole pack. And I do have the whole pack of his avatars and his Motherload pack. I have it all. The same stuff that he's selling over there on this truebones channel, on his truebones or Gumroad and his truebones.com. I have it all. I have every last one of his motion packs. Every last one of them. I didn't buy them. Someone gave them to me. Actually, they didn't really give them to me. They just basically just pointed me in a direction where I can get them. I'll put it to you like that. And going through, he has on his website, you can actually go and download the freaking list of what all he has in his truebones packs, and I have matched all his list to everything that's in his truebone. I went through all those motions to match the list that he puts out to what I have. So what I'm telling you is accurate because this is what he has put out. You know, so now that I'm telling you this, well, I've already downloaded all the stuff already. So you can go to his truebone store. All right, you can go over here to the facts, I do believe. This is the oxymoron statement. Truebones is fighting piracy, and now I'm showing you all that he's the pirate. Yeah. Let's see. I do believe free demos. Oh, here it is. The free catalog. So he publishes a catalog. And here's all the stuff, everything from his catalogs. Everything. I own all of these right now. I have all these, and I'm going to show everybody what's in them. Before you buy this stuff, don't buy this man's stuff because everything in here is stolen. If you want me to prove my point, before you buy something from him, ask him if he owns an animation studio. Ask him if he owns a mocap studio, and if he does, does he have any video of it? Does he have pictures of it? And what you will probably see is him saying, "Yes, I have iPi and I have a Connect," and that's not a professional animation studio. It's not. No. That's not a professional mocap studio. You know, if somebody say, I got a mocap studio instead, he got a Connect, don't buy nothing from him. Don't. So I have matched up everything that are in these what they're called. This is just basically the Windows Excel. You see a little Excel logo right here of everything that's in each one of his packs. So I took my time one day and I just started coming in here and downloading everything, all these. So I went, especially the Juice Pack, Monster Bones, Life Moves, Octopack, Tomb, all these packs, these Razzmatazz packs, all this stuff, especially the Razzmatazz pack, is a lot of DAS animations and stuff like that I have taken and matched them up, basically. So everything that I'm telling you that are in the stuff I'm showing you today is the stuff I have verified through what he has up here for his Excel file. These are all Excel files. So he can go through and change what he has in here, but I've already downloaded all of them from here. So he can go back and change them if he wants to. And like he has to, what Joe would do, he'll go back and change stuff when he's been found out. He'll go back, just like any con man would do, the bait and switch. So I know Joe is somebody's in there. Well, due to the fact that I turned my chat off and banned Joe from all my channels, every one of my channels, I've banned him from it. He can't come in here, so there's not going to be nobody chatting. So I can just not talk about, not even look at that no more. So we have Patrick. Let's see who. Let's see what else we have here. So after I gave you all a quick brief, like telling you all the stuff about how he operates and how I confirmed that all the stuff that I'm telling you that is stolen come from other places. He made a Windows Excel files, and he puts them up for people to know what's in his packs. And all I did was downloaded all those Excel files and cross-referenced all the stuff that he had to sell, and then after that went out to find where he got the content from. And this takes a long time to do. So let's go to file. I mean, you can obviously see that this character, he didn't make it. He took this licensed character from Nickelodeon and he put in a pack to sell it. Let's see. So here's Patrick. Let's see. We're gonna do Mario, right? So here is let's see, who is this? Let's see. Oh, that's Mario, and he has no textures, and his weight mapping is screwed up. You can tell that by looking right here, and you can see that somebody didn't weight map him correctly, or like I said, Joe is not an artist and he's not a modeler, so anybody with this basic modeling knowledge will know that he had to fix the weight maps here. You know, he had to fix the weight maps. So let's see if this thing rigged. X-ray. Yeah, it's rigged. It's pretty much rigged. Unity. So this is a Unity 3D mesh, and it has a Mixamo rig. So what Joe basically did is he got this is just an OBJ file that he took to the Mixamo. He took to the Mixamo website and had it rigged, and this is just amazing. This is just amazing. So he basically he basically went to Mixamo. Mixamo, you know, the place he hates, the people he hates so much, he uses their stuff. And this is a Unity mesh, a Unity model right here that he didn't know how to put the textures on it. Now, using the Mixamo auto rigger, it's 4-year-old can figure it out. You know, it's real easy to use, simple. And what he did is basically went and I guess ripped the model out and couldn't get the textures, or he forgot to add the textures to it. But this is what you get from a so-called professional 3D model and animation studio. This is what you get. This dude is not a professional, because a professional wouldn't let something like this go out like this unless that person didn't know how to fix it, but still want to sell it. You know, this is the most unprofessional work I've ever seen. And it's not the person who modeled it, because Joe stole this model from somewhere. It's Joe himself who doesn't know how to put the weight maps in or textures on a character once he's stolen it. Joe takes it. I mean, the only thing Joe knows how to do is take the character, rig it in Mixamo, and put it in his pack to sell. And that's what he's done here. He's taken this copyrighted character, which most likely came out of game, because is there a Nintendo store out there selling 3D Mario figures? No. So he obviously stole this out of the game, and he has it for sale. And it's sad. It's sad that he does this stuff and then wants to go around and cause havoc with me. You know, wants to spread, you know, untruths, rumors. Then tell people like, oh, he's mad because I sold him. No, Joe, I'm not mad because you sold me some stolen motions. But my anger has nothing to do with this. This is all about you taking stuff that's not yours and selling it. And you're still doing it today. And let's go to the next character. I'm going to go through all these characters, people, so get some popcorn. Let's see. Let's go to new. Don't save. Here is Luigi. At least I think it's Luigi. Yeah, look at that. Once again, you have weight map issues, and probably not only that, you probably have some scanning issues. Now, I know he used Mixamo because I've used Mixamo Auto Rigger, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But when it gets to, when Auto Rigger does this, it's not that hard to take this into Max and use the brush tool and fix the weight map. You can take this in Blender and fix the weights, which proves that Joe is not an artist. He never went to school for modeling. He don't understand weight mapping. He don't understand none of these terms, because he would have done it. He would have said, oh, I can't put this out here. I got to put some textures on this guy. But he took this model from a game, and from a Unity 3D mesh. That's what it says. And Mixamo on the hips, Mixamo on the spine. And yeah, they took it to Mixamo to do auto rigging on it. So he talks about how Adobe are a bunch of losers and scammers when he's the one stealing content and using their auto rigger to rig the characters to sell the content. It makes no sense, but that's just the way he thinks. So right here, we have a licensed character that he obviously took out of a game. He's packaged it up and he's trying to sell it as a rigged character. It doesn't have textures on it because he doesn't have the know-how to put the textures on the character or even include the textures in the pack. So that goes to show you he's not a professional at what he does. He's just a professional crook. Let's go to new. Don't save. We got Drunk Santa, Johnny. I've had enough. I had enough of the cartoons already. So let's go. Let's see what kid, bee child, Clementine, girl mesh. I went to these with somebody else, and it was a lot of stuff. He got stuff from, I guess Dora Explorer had a game at one time, and one of these characters are from there. And like I said, I'm tired of doing. Let's do some more hardcore stuff. So he has a Catwoman, he has Bane, he has Batman, he has Black Suit Spider-Man. So he has more Disney stuff. This is Disney, Spider-Man, DC, more Marvel stuff in here, more Disney, Marvel, DC, Disney, Marvel, DC, Disney, Marvel. So let's check out his Catwoman. All it takes. This is a big Catwoman. It's a very large woman. Let's see if we can let's see, select branches, and let me grab this. Actually, I'm gonna go here, and hit select branches. Let's see if I can make her smaller without destroying the model any. Oops. I'm trying to make her smaller without hurting the model. So somebody send me an email or give me a message of the 3D DC store so I can buy this model. Or where DC has given you the rights to actually resell these models. Hold up, people. I'm gonna take a break real quick. So I think someone's trying to call me. Okay, it was nobody. So let's carry on. So I guess DC has a place or a store you can go to get the license to sell the game characters. She's a little off to the side over here. There you go. That looks better. This Catwoman character, he has used, and he has used this character before in one of his advertisements, and he has also put this character in one of his infomercials that he was trying to sell something. So I know for a fact that due to the fact that who this person is, and he's been proven to be a crook time and time and over again, I don't think DC would have given him a license. See, you ought to get a license from somebody to sell something. Those people have to check you out to make sure you are not doing nothing illegal to get their license for the product, because giving your license out to somebody for your product is like giving a 10-year-old the keys to the car and say, hey, go where you want to. And that kid gets in the car and he goes out and hits 5-6 other cars and kills somebody. That comes back to you. That comes back to you and what you own in your product. So most likely, Joe didn't ask them for a license to use this character in the stuff that he uses and advertises. Most likely, Joe just stole this out of a game. So let's see, where is this at? So let's see the advertisements Joe has used this character in. So we know about the Cherry Pops thing. Well, we know he has stolen that and tried to sell it, and I stopped him. We know that to be true. So another thing what Joe does, what Joe does is that he's on his live stream because he can't come on my live stream and clown. But we're going to take a look at him using licensed characters to sell his counterfeit goods. And I'm sorry if anybody else can't get in my chat box and talk to me right now, but just watch. Oh, Stephen Carrazza. He made his appearance on Truebones. So right now Joe's probably scrambling to take down. So here's Woody again. And let's see. Let's see, Facebot. It might be this video, but let me go down. See, there's a Disney Stormtrooper right there dancing in his video. There is a Miximo character right there that he has no reason to have because Miximo told him to stop selling their stuff. And here we go. Here's the Catwoman right here. So, once again, he's using a licensed character to sell. And once again, as you can see, there's no disclaimer saying that this is the Catwoman. This is the exact same one I got right here. This comes out of his Mother Bones pack. He owns this. That's what he claims. He owns this. And he's letting you have this character because it's a Truebones character, right? It's under Truebones' name. It's in the Truebones pack, right? Here it is. The Motherlode Collection Comics Truebones Collection. This is Truebones. Truebones owns everything in here. That's what he says. That's what he claims. And right over here, he has a disclaimer up. As soon as I get the disclaimer back up, you got here's his oh, it's not here. Gotta go back to this Gumroad site. Where is this Gumroad? Oh, here it is. Right here. It says, Truebones does not claim ownership of any files, fixes, or shares free. But if you feel that your copyright may have been violated, please contact the people. So why would he even put that in there? If he consciously knew that he was selling and using other people's stuff to advertise the stuff that he has stolen from other people. Why would he do this? It's because he knows that he's stolen it. He knows he doesn't own it. He knows he doesn't have the license to sell it, but he does it anyway. So if you are somebody who's looking for animations and motions, don't go to him because he's going to sell you something that you will never be able to use commercially. Now, if you want to come to him and buy something and you don't want, and you're not going to never use it commercially, well, do it. Do it as a hobby. Do it to show your friends. No, share it like Pokemon cards. But you cannot be a professional coming to this man's site and buying anything from it for any type of commercial use because he does not own it. That's why he says if you feel that your copyright may have been violated, and contact immediately. And then he says absolutely no third-party accusation will be accepted. So third-party accusations is basically the witness acknowledging the fact that he's stolen all this stuff. So witnesses are no use to him. That's why he has it there. But a witness is viable to a prosecutor upon cross-examination of asking them in their opinion, or asking them, do they have proof that Joe owns what he's selling? And that's what you would call a third-party accuser, a witness. It's a witness. That's all it is. It's a witness. A witness for somebody else to call in to prove their case. If you are a defendant, a third-party accuser is not doing you no good. If you're a prosecutor, it does you lots of good because that person is a witness to the guy's crime. And his crime is stealing and pirating other people's stuff. So I've proved that Joe Mcpeek has stolen from Esau Games. And I have the video proof right here. Because he deleted this video. He deleted this video and the motion pack. I don't know why he did it. I mean, it was his infomercial. It was his motions, right? But it was only his motions up until the fact that Blue State Games caught his ass. Once they caught his ass, you know, he had to take it down. He had to delete the proof that he ever sold it. But I made sure, not only did I make a video about this, put it on YouTube, but I also downloaded the actual video, the infomercial he made selling somebody else's stuff to prove to Disney, Pixar, Warner Brothers that this man has a direct history of knowingly taking stuff that's not his and selling it. This is his channel, so yeah, so here is the so Joe can send his channel and do his whatever he wants to over there. Nobody's watching it because they're watching this. And due to the fact he can't come in my he can't come on my channel and act like a buffoon means only one thing, is that he's angry and he's trying to take his anger out any which way he can, and I don't really care what he does. So this is Catwoman from DC, a licensed character that he uses in his infomercials to sell stuff. So let's go to File, New, don't save. Let's go to the next comic book character that he has no rights to sell. Let's go to Bane. Ah, there he is. So this is another video game character. I think it's from that game called Injustice. He ripped the models and the motions. And what he did is once again, as you can see, the weight map on his jacket is screwed up because Joe don't know how to fix it. And he also took this to Mixamo. There you go, Mixamo. He got the model. He ripped the model out the game, and I guess he was lucky because he was able to get the textures. This is probably from an Unreal game engine. He just ripped it out, took the FBX out, and I guess he had somebody that had the textures, but he couldn't find nobody. He probably figured out how to use the textures by now, how to put textures back into the character after he takes them out of the game. And what he probably has done is he can't weight map. He still can't weight map. He can't weight map the character right because look at that. That's not right. But this is Bane, another DC character that he ripped from a game and took over to Mixamo and Rig, because it has Mixamo, Rig, Hips. So he doesn't know how to rig, and he doesn't know how. Yeah, if you knew how to rig, this character wouldn't be so screwed up. If you're a professional, you come here and you will see that this character is actually from the game. And you got to wonder, does this guy have the license to resell 3D models that come out of games? Does he have the right to do it? And no. Because I called DC and told them. I was like, listen, did you give people rights to take your models and resell them? They said no. On the phone. I have a recording of them saying it. Then I told them about truebones. Then they told me, send us the stuff. I said, okay, no problem. So let's go to the next character. He has the Bane 3. I don't know what Bane 3 is, but let's look at it. Let's see what it is. It looks like another version of Bane. And it is. It's Bane without his mask. And everybody knows this comes from Injustice, the video game. And once again, Joe has issues with getting the weight maps right on this character. You can see, as you can see right here on the side, you see stretching in the pixels. It's because the weight mapping, like the color for the weight map, he was supposed to go in here and match this up to this area, so it could pull this area back into the character. And Joe doesn't know how to weight map. He doesn't know how to rig. How do we know? Because he's using auto rigger over at Mixamo. Here it is. Auto rigger. Auto rigger. Mixamo. Mixamo. Now he came into one of my channels and started yelling and yakking like a crazy person, saying it has Mixamo on the bones. You don't own it. Well, Joe, this has Mixamo on the bones, and you're selling it. How can you sell something that you said yourself you don't own? This comes from your pack. This comes from your mother bones pack, motherload, whatever you want to call it, pack. So how can you be selling this right now, in your own opinion, if it has Mixamo in the hips or in the bone? How, Joe? How can you have a set of rules for yourself and we have a set of rules? You giving us a set of rules to follow while you have a set of rules that you follow, Joe. I mean, what world are we living in where Joe is exempted from the law? Okay, so let's go to the next character. So go to File, New, Don't Save. Batman Abstract. What is that? Let's see. Here's another DC character from, I do believe it's from the game Injustice. I may be wrong, but you know, once it don't matter if I'm wrong or right, but once I put the time code in and send this to Warner Brothers, they will see that this character should not be out their game. This character should not be in anyone's pack to sell or give away. So this, once again, this comes out of the truebones pack, as you can see. truebones collection, a motherload avatar collection. And you can go to his website, truebones on Gumroad, or truebones.com, and you can actually buy this character, get this character with the pack of motions that are probably from the game too, for $495. Now, out there $495, how much of that goes back to DC, Warner Brothers, DreamWorks, and Disney? How much of that goes back to them? Yeah, this is Batman. And I do believe this one, I don't think this one have any issues because they don't have no extra stuff. So this might be a model that actually works correctly. Maybe. So let's go to File, New, don't save. Let's see, Black Suit Spider-Man Diebold. So this is another Disney Marvel character. And there he is. There's the character. I'm not sure what game he came out of, but I can guarantee you this guy has Mixamo in the hips. And it does. There it is, Mixamo in the hips. So he got he just went someplace and found the model, took it into Mixamo, auto rigged it, and then packaged it up, and now is selling it. Let's go to the next character. I think this is Crimson Dynamo. I think this is a Marvel character. Yeah, this is one of Iron Man's. Now I know the history of Crimson Dynamo. This is one of. No. Crimson Dynamo. Crimson Dynamo is a DC character. My bad. I'm thinking of Titanium, the Titanium guy. No, Crimson Dynamo. He is a DC character, and once again, he has parts missing from him. He has a part over here missing, and this part right here. He's supposed to have that. It's supposed to be a rocket in there, and all that stuff's missing. So this is once again not a professional model. This is a game ripped model. He didn't know how to completely rip the model out of the game, so he just left parts of it in there. And I don't even know how the weight mapping on this thing is, because it's probably horrific too. But once again, this is a model that he ripped out of a game. He doesn't know how to rip he doesn't know how to, quite frankly, rip the rigging out of a game yet. So he just snatches the model, goes over to Mixamo, the people that he's stealing from too right now. I'll get to that later. And he takes it and he packages up and he puts it into his pack of motions. Once again, this is supposed to be a guy who owns his own professional animation studio, who makes animations, and they're supposed to be professional. And due to the fact that he has these avatars in here, he wants you to believe that he creates these avatars. This is all his stuff. He made this stuff, and it's totally inaccurate and untrue. He did not make this character. I have proof by the game. You will see this character in the game, and this character didn't come from him. This came out the Warner Brothers Studios. This came out the Warner Brothers Studios actual studio, game lab, whatever you want to call it. But let me make sure if my comic book history is correct, that the Crimson Dynamo, I do believe he's a DC. I thought he was an Iron Man character, but I was wrong. Out the Iron Man book, I do believe he is a DC character. Oh, let me hit enter. And then he has a fictional character appearing in American comic books supposed by Marvel. Oh, it is Marvel. I was totally wrong. This is a DC character. Well, that's another character. There's a robot a guy who wears armor, or a robot in the DC universe who actually has a star on his chest. Well, so I was right. So I was right that this is a character from the Marvel universe, and he actually, now I remember him appearing in a couple of Iron Man books. Man, but this is a DC. This is a Marvel DC. So once again, he's got a Disney Marvel character in his pack. Where is it? There it is. Once again, he has a Marvel DC character, selling it as his own, and he's not even crediting Disney or Marvel for the character. He's just saying this is truebones. This is all in the truebones, because this is the Motherlode Avatar collection, and this is the truebones collection. So you would think that this guy would probably say something like, "Hey, this is a Marvel DC character that I pulled from this game. You would think he would probably say that, but if he did that, that would incriminate him. You know, Joe's not a crook, right? Here is another character out of his Motherlode collection, Avatars. Here's Cyclops. And I do believe this may be a Marvel DC character. No, Marvel Disney character, my bad. And it is. And it's once again, it's one of those characters. This is Cyclops from X-Men. And once again, it's one of those things where he had gotten the avatar and he didn't know how to take the character and actually add the texture maps to him or whatever, the texture bump and all that stuff. So he just sticks it in there. And this is probably going to be rigged at Mixamo. Yep, it's rigged at Mixamo. So he comes to me and tells me that I can't use nothing in none of my animations because they have Mixamo in the hips. Now he's selling stuff with Mixamo in the hips. So he's trying to tell me to not do what he's doing, but I bought something off of Unity and he's going to tell me that I can't use it. I don't have the rights to it because I spent my money. See, I spend my money on all my stuff that I own. He doesn't. He lurks around the internet and he steals stuff that he doesn't own. And he keeps on saying that you're trying to say Joe stole everything off the internet. I'm like, well, it looks like it. I mean, once again, Joe puts up a disclaimer that he does do this. And that disclaimer is right here. It's right here. And I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it every time. Every time, Joe, I come across one of your models. If you feel that your copyright may have been violated, please contact Peak Levels. I mean, if you make your own stuff, you wouldn't have to need a disclaimer like this. Like truebones does not claim ownership of any files it fixes or shares for free. But this stuff that I have, that I'm showing people, you have it in your packs and you're selling it. So that's not free. So does that still mean that you're still not claiming ownership of it? Because it's not marked free. You have to buy this stuff for $500. So I guess because it's not marked free, it's actually owned by truebones. So you're saying, so Joe is actually telling you that this is truebones Cyclops, not Disney Marvels. This belongs to truebones, based on his out of this world disclaimer that this character and everything I've shown you up to this point belongs to truebones. So that means if you want to call him about any type of copyright infringement, that means truebones is going to laugh and say, huh, I own that stuff. And why does he own this stuff? Because he says he does. He didn't have to put in the work to make it. He just have to claim it and say he made it. The same way he's using. Let's see, where's old Catwoman at? Same way he's using Woody and Buzz right here to sell his products. To sell his products. If there's no ball and chain hooked up to the person who created this, well then it's his. It's his IP to use any which way he wants to for his infomercials. And this is an infomercial. This is him selling his stolen assets. I've just showed you all the Disney and DC Marvel stuff that he's been stealing. He's been taking his stuff. So here is him just saying, you can come to his website and you can get all this stuff from his website. He doesn't have a disclaimer saying these characters are owned by Disney. I do not have the rights to them. Or he could say these characters are copyrighted, trademarked by Disney, licensed by truebones. You'll never see that. Because if he puts that up there, he will get triple sued. He would get double, quadruple sued. So the whole thing about it is, Joe, why won't you, when you take something like anything from Disney, Marvel, or DC, why don't you have a disclaimer saying the copyright, blah, blah, whatever year it is, Disney under license by Truebones. Why don't you put that on it in your box? You put everything else in your box, but you never put those in the boxes of licensed characters that are using for these infomercials that you're making for your websites. Let's move on. He's still live over there, probably still steaming because I'm doing this video, but I don't care. I don't care. He thinks he's gonna shut me up, and I've already took precautions just in case he tries to do what he's been doing to my channels, but I'm gonna move on. I have taken precautions, so I'm not worried too much about what he's doing. So he gets, now this is funny because he gets Adobe Fuse, the people he hates so much because they steal Truebones. He goes to Fuse and he starts using their Fuse character creator. And he starts making these ugly they don't even look like the people that he's actually trying to make, and says that now this is just a character creator. And what I mean by that is like you're using sliders to morph a character into something that you want. Unlike ZBrush and Blender sculpting, where you actually take your stylus or mouse, whatever, and you actually go into the actual model itself, and you actually put the sculpting into the characters. He calls this sculpting, and it's not. This is not sculpting. Using Fuse to make characters is not sculpting. You're just morphing a character into what you want to have, versus sculpting a character and getting more detail and more precision. This is not sculpting, and he called it sculpting. Oh, man. Here he is. Let's see. Here he is. C-3PO. And I do believe that is in his Star Wars pack. This is C-3PO. Lucasfilm. This is a Lucasfilm Disney character. And he's using this to advertise a software that he's selling. And on here it says copyright Disney, Lucasfilm, blah 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 blah, license to Truebones. He doesn't have this up here. He just has, please visit Truebones, BBH, motion work. It's the same ad that he runs. He uses licensed characters for its infomercials. This infomercial runs 10 minutes long to let people know that he's selling Ikinema. And Ikinema, I think he can't even. I don't think he can sell Ikinema anymore. I'm not sure if he has the rights to sell Ikinema because he's had the license. I know that license had to have expired by now. And for I understand that people have bought stuff, bought Ikinema from him only to find out that it doesn't work. So what do we have here? Well, let's see. This is I do believe this is, yeah, that's Incredible Girl. That's a Disney Pixar animation. Or wait a minute, did they make this before they left Pixar, or before Pixar left Disney, or what? I'm not sure. But this is Incredible Girl, Elastigirl, from Disney's Disney Pixar. I'm just gonna say Disney Pixar for right now. Disney Pixar's Incredibles, and as you can see, once again, he has no reference and no mention of the copyrights or licensing that happens with when you use a character like this to advertise your stuff. So he basically ripped this character out of the game, took that character out of the game, and put it into his pack of motions. And he goes like, no, I didn't. Well, let's see if you did. Let's see. I do believe it is in this pack. See, mother bones. Let's see. Let's go. I think it might be in females. Kitty, Barbara, Beatrice, blah blah blah. Stripper. I know. I have seen this character. It's movies. Raphael. He has Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in here. Batman Beyond. Batman. Ball Hero. Catwoman again. Ah, here she is, Elastigirl. So once again, he has another Disney character in here. So here she is. This is a Disney character. And think about this. This is a character you can't just go to the store and buy it. This character comes out the actual Incredible games. So this is a Disney Pixar character that he has packaged up inside of his truebones collection, Motherlode Avatar collection, and now he has it for sale. Here is I just saw this. Here is C-3PO, another Disney Lucasfilm character, Avatar. And you know, and here it is. Now you know that this is actually the character that he had in his video because of the leg. The leg has no texture on it. He ripped this out of a game. Somebody said he got this out of Star Wars Battlefront or something like that. And that's what he got it from. And he has it packaged up, ready to sell, ready to go. All right, I'm going to take a quick break real quick for about a few minutes. But we're going to go through his whole catalog of stolen assets today. I just been wanting to get this off my chest for a long time. And might as well do it today. Get it off my chest. You know, let everybody know that this guy is not a professional whatsoever. He's constantly pulling scams and trying to constantly hide the fact that he's doing scams. So he's probably going to try to attack this channel with a flag bot. Now, what Joe is doing is going after my channels with flag bots. And what flag bots do is that they automatically flag your videos. Every time you post a video, it's going to flag it. And it does it automatically. All you have to do is just type in the person's YouTube channel and let the bot go, and every time a video comes up, it gets flagged. He'll even go into your videos, even if you got them hidden, and flag them. And every time, and when you get enough flags on your video, and what it does is it flags your video as spam or misleading or whatever. So Joe uses this to take down people's channels. He took down 2 of my channels with this flag bot. And I know he's using it because somebody told me he was using it. Because he's trying to shut me up and get rid of my channels. But it's kind of hard for him to take down all my channels, and I have taken precautions already, and still am taking and still doing more stuff on my side to stop him. He wants to stop me from telling you all that he steals stuff. And then when you come and you tell people and blow the whistle on him about him stealing stuff, he attacks you by trying to destroy you by leaking parts of your life, spreading rumors, and going around and just constantly lying about you. See, this is what you would call a professional con man crook, because the first thing he does is try to shut up the source of him being exposed. And that's what he's trying to do to me. And I figured before he totally tries to get all my channels off YouTube, I'm going to make a video about why he's doing it and what he's doing. So let's carry on. So this is a Disney Lucasfilm figure that he has in his pack. And he has more stuff. I mean, he has another Catwoman. I think that's a Star Wars. I mean, I think it's a Star Wars clone right there. So let's go to File, New. Don't save. Let's click over here, and let's go over to Clone. All it takes. And there it is. There is the Disney clone from Clone Wars. He has this in his pack. The truebones Motions truebones collection, and once again, there's no disclaimer or no documentation saying that he owns this. He's just got it under truebones. You can come to truebones, and you'll get this from truebones because truebones owns this. That's what he's telling people when they come to his site, that truebones owns this, and you have the rights because truebones has the rights, and truebones gives you the right to use this in whatever you want to use it in. I want somebody. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, if you think that this guy selling this stuff, I mean, it takes people. I have a friend who worked for a company that did work for Disney. All right, what is that Disney will? You would go to Disney, get the license, and once you acquire the license, and Disney is very strict. When you buy the license for Disney, it's not something you can go up and pay them $50-$60. You have to pay Disney somewhere in the thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars to get an IP from them. You know, and then when you get the IP from them, you don't have the total rights to even. You only have the rights to do what you went to them and asked them for, and what they said you can do. So people spend thousands upon thousands, almost millions of dollars to get these licenses for people to actually get Disney products on bed sheets, on tablecloth, on clothing, in commercials and all type. People pay big money to get Disney stuff advertised, used, or licensed with their products. So this guy out of White Lake, Michigan, who's basically doing a flea market black market of avatars and motions, couldn't possibly have the millions of dollars or thousands of dollars to go to Disney and get the license to have this character even in one of his videos, because Disney watches. Disney knows. So the thing about it is, and he's like, well, I'm giving them away, I'm sharing them. You still can't do that either. If Disney can sue a cake maker over frosting, what makes you think they're not going to come and sue you over the fact that you've taken countless numbers of their stuff and selling it to people, giving it away, share, whatever you want to call it, Joe? That's what you're doing. So let me go to new. Don't save. Oh man, I never knew this dude has so much stuff. Gorilla Stand. Who's Gemini? I never found out who this character was. I don't know what this is. Is this it looks like a badly textured Iron Man figure. I bet you got Mixamo on the hips. Yep, it's Mixamo on the hips. So this is just a regular old base mesh model. It looks like an Iron Man. It looks like something from Iron Man, but you can tell he rigged this in Mixamo because look at this. Look at the bad weight mapping. The Mixamo auto rigger is not good for rigging because it can't. I mean, it's only set to weight map certain stuff, and the way this character is made, it's not going to weight map it right because look at that. That's bad. It's stretching right here. You see where that is? That's all stretching. This is like it's pulling the side, the rib cage over past the armpit. So this is a bad model to get from anybody. But this guy's supposed to be a professional. All right? Yeah. Right. Yes, Batman Beyond. I love Batman Beyond. I used to watch that show back in the day when I was younger. Yeah, here he is. This is Batman Beyond. Let me check the. This looks like Miximo did a pretty good job rigging on this, but then again, I look in here, look at these places where where joints matter, where bending matters. That looks kind of funny right around this area, but it's really unnoticeable. Once this character gets moving, it's really unnoticeable. Whoa. Whoops, I spoke too soon. Look at his neck. This is supposed to be a professional truebones model. Look at this. Look at this. This guy was supposed to be selling you like high quality content that that you can use in your movies and games and all that other stuff, and you can't use this in the game. Let's be honest, you can't use this in the game.